Oh, you are doing the recording though. Thank you very much. Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to session 3, arc 4. Betwixt the forest lies the trees. We've got a bit of a fun one coming up because I got super fucking ahead of my work in terms of like this sessions. So we're playing tonight, and then we're playing Tuesday, and then we're playing again next Friday. So we've got an extra session next week because I'm ahead and we don't have a lot of current games because of varying other things with the group. So that's me and my vibes. So last session, you guys had managed to get back to the peak skipper, managed to keep all of the crew and make sure they were okay. You got everybody back on the peak skipper. Hathor very briefly went and spoke to the head of the cloud jumper, Cloud Fox, the head of the forest runner. There we go. Why have I done this to myself? And told him that everyone was back and that things were okay. And you guys decided to get out basically as soon as you got the ship up. So you headed out very quickly over to the village of Tula, which, after a conversation with Frostlion, who you are threatening into not moving to not aggravate his broken ribs and broken tail, he said that he believes that there is possibly a plant or two, some rats.
What's he trying to imply? Hang on.
Yeah, he believes that there are some rats in the village of Tula who were involved in the freeing of the slaves that you did previously and are now possibly giving that information. Whether or not you believe him is up to you, but that's what he thinks, and he's insistent on going to Tula to check this because he doesn't believe that he should leave that village unaware of that information. So off you head, and during the afternoon, evening, I'm knocking my dice over. You catch sight of another skyship behind you, a black mark skyship, and in an incredible display of intimidation, just get them to fuck off. Just straight up yell "fuck off" at them and roll really high on your intimidation
and
check.
They did. The
and
end.
They just leave.
Good campaign, everyone.
Yeah,
we've peaked.
We do it.
Yeah, it was incredible. And they just left. So yeah, those guys are gone. No combat there, which is good because Hathor was on 1 hit point at the time, so it's always useful. And you managed to get to Tula without any issues. Lusa had a chat with Opal, and you guys noticed that Cassandra was looking a little bit out of it, likely possessed by her second spirit for a short time. And Cacula noticed that there was possibly something odd about Farland's leg injury, but isn't sure what. The crew seems pretty on edge, but you're doing okay. They manage, most of the crew are okay now. Some injuries, but doing better than before. And you guys managed to get yourselves to Tula. You meet back up with Mafia, the half-elven druid who runs Tula, and she tells you that she's happy to take you guys in and happy to listen to your worries. Frostlion leaves you up to talking about that kind of thing as he helps the crew get off. You tell her that you think that there are people who may betray Tula and may have betrayed the skyship themselves. She is stern but willing to absolutely let you guys talk to all of her various people in this village. And then she takes you to meet someone called Aurelia, who Cacula recognizes as Yenin, his previous parental figure. Aurelia, Yenin doesn't seem to recognize Cacula at all, and Cacula has a meltdown about it. It literally says that in my notes, which is a fair thing, but it does say that.
Very fair descriptor of what happened.
Yeah, and then as Kitto is talking to Cacula through that, Lusa gets a little nudge in the back of his mind, and kicks his patron in the shin.
Good.
Which,
as he should.
As he deserves, because the prince is not exactly a neutral party, shall we say. He now has art because I got bored and found some cool art.
Yay.
Some cool art.
It's real cool art. So he now fair. He now has art. Luther has a little bit of a discussion with the prince, and that's where we left last session. So, where do you guys want to begin? We can skip to the morning. It is quite late in the day, but if there's anything you guys want to talk about, you are welcome to do so.
I don't know.
If we're still split up, it might be a good
You
idea
are.
to come back
Yeah.
and share our experiences with each
With
other.
the
We don't-
group.
Yeah, you don't have. You can RP that if you want, or you can just turn around and be like, "We tell each other what happened." It's up to you what you want to do.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm fine either way.
I mean, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to go with that too.
Music.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah, we have sound now.
love music.
With some sound. Yeah. So if you guys want to, unless like Cacula, just thinking, how do you want to describe that? Is all.
So basically, I guess, you know, he and Kitto come back. He's calmed down a bit, but he's still clearly shaken and upset. And is like, I imagine they were kind of waiting for you outside. Like, he doesn't really want to go back in and face Aulia / Yenin. Oh, sorry.
It is okay.
If anyone else has anything they want to do, go for it.
Yeah, Luther, do you explain what happened
Yeah,
with
I'll probably-
the prince?
Do I know Kitto's ex has got the whole patron thing going on with the similar vibe?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Kick the door down. Kitto, I need to speak to your...
Okay.
I may have a patron.
It's
I don't
not
know either. Not him.
okay.
Some
okay.
other weird geezer.
Right.
So when is an appropriate time? Not right now, I'm having a meltdown. When is an appropriate time, please? Please let him know that I need to speak to him.
Sure. I think it's going to be a couple of days yet. But I can't say I know anything about this, but
This was news to me as well.
are they
Nope.
nice? I don't know what the questions are to.
As far as I'm aware, the answer's always going to be nope.
Okay.
Okay.
And what do they want? Okay, I'll yeah. I'll get him to talk to you about it.
Sure thing. I'm going to meet up with the others now. Have a nice day.
You too, Luther.
Luther, I
Best
love
wishes.
you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just like
was
you
that
two.
like before the day ended, or like the next morning as we're going to breakfast?
I think
No,
that was maybe the next. You said you kicked in the door. I don't know where.
I feel like that's the next morning. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, sorry about that. Yeah. Before we all go to bed, I imagine we have our own like little room or area to sleep as a group.
Yeah, so there was the large hall where the whole of the Peak Skipper slept last time. Considering that you guys may be here a little bit longer, Mafia has put that aside simply for the crew of the Peak Skipper and has given you a small-ish, but not as small as Hathor's room in Rosanna's room where the 5 of you can stay, considering that the crew of the Peak Skipper are on edge at best and actively still having a real trouble recovering at worst. Like Scroll is still not speaking to anyone, hasn't like yet tested their jaw, so you're not sure how much damage is still done under the fact they've put their faceplate back on. You're not sure how much pain they're still in. Ethereal is being very wrong character, try again. Opal is being very wrong tabaxi. Opal is being very quiet and keeping very much to himself. Frost Lion is basically still fucking not at all good. He's really struggling to move. He's really struggling to like do anything that's actually useful, but he's trying. So, you know, the Mafia is careful about trying to give them as much space as possible, and so it gives you a bit more of an aside. So yeah, you have a small room just to the 5 of you.
Cool. So yeah, before we go to sleep, basically, Cacula will explain what he explained to Kitto. A bit calmer, not as much like this like emotional crisis is happening literally right now as we speak, but still very upset about it, and he will definitely start crying again.
Kitto will be there with an arm around the shoulder as you tell it.
But yeah, so yeah, he basically says the same thing that he said to Kitto last week. Just to explain the whole situation.
Yeah.
Cacula's life story 2. All of the bits he somehow managed to not tell you in the first 2 days he met you.
Director's cuts.
Yeah, director's cut.
Are the rest of here in the room while this is happening?
Yeah. Like he's
That's
telling
the whole
it
point.
to you all, so you will know what's going on.
Sorry, I thought you were saying telling it to Kitto. I was like,
Again, yeah.
Again, Kitto needs to hear it twice.
Wait, that means that Luther kicked the door down where Kitto was, explained the situation, said have a nice day, then they both walked in at the same time.
Yeah, because you're in the same room, so yeah.
Character,
It was
that's
like a
why.
metaphor, like a
Very in
figurative
character
kicking
for
down the
Luther.
door.
Yeah.
Also, if it was the evening, you said have a nice day, and then everyone just went to
Then
sleep.
you went to bed.
Same room.
So appropriately in character for Luther, I believe.
Yeah. But yeah, so he explains that.
Okay, very fine.
Basically.
I just don't want us to basically repeat all of the exposition that Cacula gave last time. Just say the same stuff again. I'm like, that takes time for not good reasons. So we're not going to do that. However,
and it's very much the same. He's very much like, you know, apologizing for getting all of his backstory all over your day and stuff.
yeah, very understandable.
Every day with me, don't worry about it.
Yep. Okay. Anything else before you guys go to sleep?
Look, I think it might be a good idea if I don't know it, but if you do, Cacula, to prepare dispel magic, I'll take detect. Dispel's a 3rd level, and I haven't learned it, so I can't.
It's definitely a druid spell.
But it's
definitely can prepare it.
So he will
I'm just
suggest.
double checking my spells now. Sorry, I just literally waiting. But I do have it, and I already prepared it at the end of last session. Boom! Thank you, Niimi. Yes. That's a really good idea. Thank you, Hathor.
Might be a good idea to start sniffing around Farland.
I think so. I don't know. I feel bad for. He's a wonderful man. I didn't want Mafia to feel like we were coming here and accusing her family, her people, essentially, without doubting any of our own, you know, as if we were untouchable.
If there's something wrong, there's something wrong.
Hopefully it's just something to do with the injury. I'll offer to have another look at it tomorrow. Honestly, I really can't put my finger on it just yet. I was very rushed around off my feet trying to make sure everyone was all right, and he walked away so fast. I think it was because Frostline was so injured. I should have looked at it more in depth at the time, but I don't know. Perhaps there's some kind of magical aura about it, or I don't want to say it gave me the heebie-jeebies, but
It gave you the heebie-jeebies.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, we can deal with that tomorrow.
At the very least, he has no reason to deny further medical help, so
yeah.
Hopefully that'll clear it all up and it'll be fine.
One other thing. I don't know what we want to do about it, but the ship that we made fuck off was looking for someone else. Mafia said that it might have been looking for the forest runner.
Yes.
Should we somehow try and give them a warning that they're being looked for?
If we could. Yes.
I don't know what anyone can do still, but
Does
I
anyone have
can-
sending?
Yeah, I can. I actually had one left before I went to bed. So if
This is still the evening. You can still.
I was going to
Yeah,
say we went to
You've
bed.
not gone to bed yet. You're fine.
yeah, I'll send off a message to Cloudfox and go Ermik here. While heading out, ran into Blackmark ship. Didn't fight us. Seemed to be looking for someone else. Be careful, might have been you.
Okay. You get a brief pause and then understood. Have just left city 3 hours after you did. Headed for Baywick range currently. Will keep on guard. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's the information you get in response.
Nice.
We should get
Okay.
some rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's been quite the day, a week, a month.
Yeah, that's a very good summary of. Yeah.
Sleep should help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll go to sleep. Cacula and Luther only. I do need wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
You're fine, Luther.
Hey. I'm having a long rest until these death saves off.
Yep, you're fine. Everybody gets a long rest. Wisdom save. And Cacula, you're also fine. You
Sorry, my
sleep.
roll 20. Very slow.
It's pretty good.
Your
Pretty good, Ruth.
you both sleep fine despite the stress of the day. And yes, everybody gets long rest, so all spells reset and everything. So everybody gets that. So you wake up fairly early. Fairly early the next morning, like 7, 8ish. The forest is quite loud at night. There's a lot of creatures in there, chirping and chittering and hissing and grumbling. But you manage to get enough sleep for it not to be a problem. You just are all very aware that you are in what is considered to be one of the most dangerous places in the world. The forest is known for its wild magic. It's known for its incredibly dangerous beasts. It's not a place you want to be wandering around. The glade does appear to be protected mainly by Mafia as a fairly powerful druid, level 7 druid, and so she does what she can, and it's protected mainly by illusion magic and hallucinatory terrain, making it seem a lot less than it is. It would be definitely a spot where people would try and creatures or things would try and attack, but it's constantly protected by hallucinatory terrain, so she is constantly doing that every day. So you guys wake up. Breakfast is being made. Yes.
When I wake up, presumably because I wake up early, I would like to go outside into wherever the sort of not like dangerous area, but just where people are, and be practicing punches, but also like keeping an eye out for anyone doing anything weird, or just trying to be like, I'm practicing doing monk shit, but also at the same time being like, is there anyone doing weird shit in the morning? I'll know.
Yeah, brilliant. Give me a perception check, and I will tell you what you see.
Yes.
The idea
not
that
gonna be
Nera
very
just
good,
walks up.
Because
Nera
Nera's
just,
really shit at this kind of thing.
Nera just
Nera
goes up to
probably
random
gets-
people, just stares them in the face. I'm doing random monk shit. Walks away.
That's literally. If you got me to roll deception, that's what it would be. But luckily, I'm not going to see anything because I rolled a 10.
Okay, well, you
But I'm
see
trying.
some people. There are a lot of people here. You see a few halflings, you see a couple of minotaurs, and a Goliath, an orc, and a few humans, and it's a diverse bunch of people. And you see people. None of them appear to be doing anything suspicious. They just appear to be awake and, you know, up, but like some of them look to be on guard, for example, and some of them look to be just like early risers who are also rising in the morning kind of thing. Like none of them appear to be particularly suspicious.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You have a whole village. You also have all of the crew of the Peak Skipper, and breakfast is being prepared. Who do you want to talk to? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Kitto would suggest to Cacula that maybe Farland's a good place to start.
Mm.
As an EBGB's leg is the closest thing we have to a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
I was going to say, like, yeah, I was going to say to the group, privately.
Yeah, you
But,
have like, the room that you're fairly certain is pretty private. It's in a small, like, low to the ground. So like on the aesthetic, there are like huts that are strung up in the trees, and there are huts that are lower to the ground. It's one of the lower to the ground ones. It's one of the like, it's only a branch or so up, and they were all strung up with these like ladders and stuff. And this one's only like 3 branches up. It's like not even 10 foot
Kid
off the ground.
treehouse level.
Yeah, it's not even 10 foot up.
I want one.
But there aren't that many that are at that level, so you feel fairly secure being so like, yeah. And it's not super far from the like large hut area where you guys stayed last time, which isn't strung in the trees. That's on the ground, which is the like area that they use for people who are passing through Sky Pirates usually. That's on the ground because that's quite close to where the Sky Pirate ships park in the Blade.
That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I would have said before we left that like first thing I'm going to go and do some general health checkups of the Peak Skipper. Anyone who is particularly injured, obviously. They need it anyway, but in particular will provide a good cover for Farland.
If it's 10 minutes concentration, if somebody wants to work out where he is, somebody can cast it out of sight and then just walk around with it going.
It's not a bad idea. It might be a good idea to do a little patrol with it. Detect magic up anyway, just to see if anything's pinging that shouldn't be pinging.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in one direction and I'll go in the other just to walk around the village type thing?
You can both prepare that, right? Can't you? You've both got it.
Yeah, I think I prepared it. Let me double check.
I mean, you can prepare whatever now it's morning. You're literally re-preparing your spells as we speak.
True. It's because I prepared them. I didn't prepare it. I prepared them last session and
You just took a long rest, so it won't matter. You re-prepare your spells.
Huzzah! Cool.
Do you want to try and take Farland, or should I?
I'll do it. I think it would be less obvious, or at least less suspicious, if I did, since I was the one who's treating him in the first place.
Fair. Okay.
Okay. Cool. The others. What are you guys doing? Are you going to go with them, or are you going to go off and do your own recon?
Where do you need us?
Cacula, how would you feel if I went to have a small chat with Aurelia, Yen, and
Aurelia.
Okay.
Yes. I think that would be good. I don't think it's a good idea for me to interact with them very much.
Okay.
But certainly it's something that it's another thing that doesn't add up.
Yeah, definitely.
We can't afford to leave it alone, even if it hurts to poke it.
It doesn't mean you have to be the one doing the poking right now.
No such thing as coincidence.
Thank you.
Okay, so
No, there isn't.
Hathor, Cacula, you're going to speak to the crew of the Peak Skipper. Hathor, you're patrolling with Detect Magic up. Nerin, Lusa, what are you guys up to?
I would probably. So Aurelia, from what we saw last night, does food, right?
Yeah,
I
she
would
does.
go with Kitto to food because that
Very
seems
good.
less suspicious than me walking around next to Hathor.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you go
And I would
with
just
Kitto.
Sure.
Lusa?
If we just look around, does anyone need me for anything?
I'd be happy for the company.
Sure, I'll come with.
Okay, cool. So we will roll a d3 to see who we're going to start with, because why not? Just for the fun.
Can it not be me? Because then I can
It's
do my
not-
dinner.
It's not you, it's okay.
Thank
It's
you.
Lusa and Hathor.
Because then I can get it out of the way without interrupting an ERP.
Very fine. Lusa and Hathor, let's go. You guys are number one. So if you guys are you guys just following the glade itself?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
you
anticipating the hallucinatory terrain.
Yeah, you casting Detect Magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so first up, yeah, every time you look slightly off kilter, it's just like, bam, druid magic, and you're like, ow, my head, kind of moment, because it's just like constant illusion
It's me running
all
my
the
game.
time. Yeah, it's just this constant like swarm of illusory, like illusion magic from which has this very like natural response to it when you look up a hallucinatory terrain, but you know it's there, so you can avoid it as much as possible. Roll me a perception check, just for like the general vibes of it.
One
Just
thing
Hathor?
Oh, you go, Jake.
No, just Hathor, or...
You can also roll it, but you'll get a different thing because I'm just trying to get the magical stuff for Hathor.
Yeah. Just one thing that I did think. Hathor will do like just a round of all the buildings, but if it's breakfast time and there's any kind of like gathering where the food is being distributed, he'll make sure to hit that and walk past people to check.
Oh yeah, no worries, absolutely, and yeah, there's a lot of rotating people coming through that.
It's gonna be a 24 for me. I got a crit.
Brilliant. Perception, pretty good on both ends. Very good. So, Lusa, for the non-magical stuff, you keep a careful eye on all of the people who are around. You don't see you see a couple of members of the Peak Skipper because there's like, as Hathor had predicted, there's a fairly large gathering of people doing like food stuff. So that's true, and there's a lot of like people around there kind of talking and that kind of thing, and you see a couple of members of the Peak Skipper come out and grab food. Not all of them. You don't see Frost Lion, you don't see any of the more injured individuals, but you do see a Fenrir, and you do see what would you see? You'd see Clicks and Torrans who come out and take way more food than for them and head back to kind of give to the rest of the crew. You don't see anyone acting suspiciously. There isn't anyone who appears to like ping the radar of this is odd or weird. There's a lot of people gathered up together. There's a lot of people chatting. There's a lot of people kind of wandering around and muttering to each other. And you're like, yeah, okay. Some of them look more grizzled than others. Like there's a few Minotaurs who look like they've seen better days. A lot of them have the very noticeable scarring around their wrists of slaves. Pretty much all of them. There's a halfling who's got a lot of scars. There's a Minotaur with a cracked horn. There's a Goliath who's got this massive ripped scar that curves down his face. But they all just look like people who have been through the run of the city rather than like anything that goes particularly suspicious on you. There isn't anyone where you're like, oh God, you are incredibly suspect. It's much more of a, okay, you're all people kind of vibe.
No one has a black mark tattoo on their face.
Yeah, nothing like that. Not even with the 24, you managed to see. There's a couple of people that ping you as a little bit quiet, I guess, not odd, but keeps more to themselves. But again, this is a civilization made up completely of ex-slaves, so you're not sure whether or not that's weird. Hathor, with your 15 and your detect magic up, you sweep your eyes over. A few people do have what appears to be magical weaponry. There's a couple of people who have +1, have like weaponry that gives off a magical glow. It all tends to be quite minor, so like +1 weapons and that kind of stuff. So there's like 2 or 3 people who are carrying short swords that give off like a soft glow or anything like that. There's one half elf that appears to have like a kind of odd sheen of like magical veneer.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is. I don't think.
I would know
The school, right?
Hmm?
Okay, let me check what it is.
Sorry, but if it's
It's
illusion,
fine.
Yeah.
coming
I'm not
for
sure
it.
what it comes under, so I'm just going to double check it.
Valuable to know the school.
Yeah, no, it is valuable to know the school. I just can't work out. I can't remember what it's under. Why can't I find the thing that I'm looking for? There it is. You're gonna have to roll me an intelligence check. That's what I'm
Oh,
getting.
okay.
That's what it's going to be. Yeah.
It's not one of the normal schools. I'll roll with dice.
It's
See
more
how-
of a like you only catch a glimpse of it and you're not quite sure kind of vibe, rather than a like it's not one of the normal schools.
Intelligence. Okay. 14.
Okay, it's definitely illusion magic, but you're not sure if it's like it appears to be oddly permanent, like not disguise self, because that would show up as a spell cast. It doesn't appear to have that kind of vibe. You're not
But
sure.
not-
You're a changeling.
But
I
not
was going to
transmutation.
say, yeah.
It's not
Right.
transmutation. No, it's illusion.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a changeling, and you would come under transmutation. Like you are physically changing your form. It is not that.
Is it even magical?
Technically, yeah, because I do believe it comes under alter self. Does
Okay.
does a changeling ability is technically alter self, so I think it would come under transmutatory magic.
Okay.
I don't know. I can Google and see, do changelings show up under detect magic? I mean, they're not a changeling.
Yeah,
because it's
fine.
illusion magic. But an interesting debate.
Thank you.
Mood.
Here, I'll post it to the chat just to see if it.
Yeah, you can transform your appearance. It would be transmutatory.
Mhm.
Yeah, it works under the same rules as alter self, which allows you the same kind of things. You can't change your basic shape. You can't become quadrupedal or anything like that.
Yeah. It was just curiosity as to whether like the change shape is an innate natural ability or a magical innate ability. So a dispel magic could stop me changing form.
According to Reddit, somebody has actually answered this question. Detect magic will not identify a polymorphed changeling, because it is not a changeling. It's not a magical ability. So there you go. Answer to that question. detect magic will not tell you whether or not they are. It will not view. So I guess good for you.
We're not looking at a Caleb Widogast's transmogrification. Yeah.
What?
That wouldn't show either, because that's a permanent.
Yeah.
Like if you cast detect magic on Infernus doesn't glow because he's been transmogrified. It's not relevant.
Are
It's
they
a permanent.
Food? This person?
Yes. Yes, Leo, if you have a ring of disguise or something like that, it will affect it oddly, I would say. Because you're not actively casting the spell. Yes, they are.
I'm gonna drag Luther with me and go and get the queue for food, and then just kind of wait until they get to the front of the queue and like walk away to try and get a better look at them, if that's possible. I don't know if that'd be a reroll or if it's just.
Yeah, it would definitely be a reroll. Reroll perception for me.
What's the plan here, Hathor?
Yeah, you've just been dragged over. Like,
Yeah.
like Hathor's just dragging you around. Does not explain what's going on.
like,
just
oh,
pulls
sweet
you.
food.
Well,
Oh,
getting
yeah.
food is quite a
Oh.
standard plan, to be fair.
ma croissant.
Give Luther a pointed look and say, I think we should go and wait in the queue for food.
Okay. Food is good.
Be like, take the fucking hint, Luther.
He did. Okay.
This is like,
Reroll
oh,
perception.
Hathor's passionate about pancakes.
Nope.
No.
You drag Luther
Somebody's
to
hip
grab.
pancakes.
You drag Luther to go and get food, and the second you like turn to do that, you look back, can't see you. Too many people.
Fuck.
Completely lost sight.
Did I get what they looked like?
You only saw them from behind, female half-elf, which doesn't say very much. There are at least 5 of them here.
Dark hair, light hair. Just so I've got an idea.
Dark hair.
Okay.
Dark-haired female half-elf. Long, dark hair. But you only saw her from behind. You didn't really see her.
That's fine.
Vexalia.
Can I see Yenin about?
They're behind they're helping out with the food, but also they are with Kitto and Nerin.
That's fine. Do they ping on a detect magic?
They do not.
Okay.
You can look at them directly, they don't ping. Nothing comes up. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. So we'll jump to Nerin
I
and
don't know what's going on.
we'll jump to Nerin and Kitto.
So we're able to find them quite easily.
Yeah. They're exactly where you expect them to be, serving food.
Just gonna ask Nerin, do you want to help with the food?
I was just going to bounce in there and act like we would normally help him with food. And
Okay.
maybe crash into this person a bit to see if they're
Shock
actually
and awe.
all there.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's a plan, sort of. Yeah, approach wherever Aurelia is.
Yeah, there's like a like half tent thing that's got a fire, open fire outside, and then like wooden shelving things put up where there's a few people in there, but Aurelia is one of them.
Does Aurelia seem to be the one in charge?
A little, yes. They
'Cause
do
if there
seem
was
to have the
someone-
most
I
seniority.
would go up to the person who I thought was in charge rather than directly to Aurelia.
Okay, they do seem to have the most seniority in
Okay,
this particular
cool.
space, yes.
I will, with full Nerin hyperactivity, run over and be like, "Can I help?"
Sure, yeah. You know how to
Cut a
chop
tomato?
veg?
Yes.
Good. they kind of point you to an empty workstation, a little bit surprised by the sudden enthusiasm, and kind of like look up at Kitto, like, do you want to help us? You're from the Sky Pirate crew, right?
Yeah, if
Yes.
you need a hand. Nerin here is very good, trust me. And
Right. Yes. Okay.
it's Aurelia, right?
Yes. My name's Aurelia. Did I upset your friend last night? I'm
I don't
sorry.
think you did anything. There's just I guess we just have some questions. I don't know. Are you okay?
Yes. No. I just did not expect to upset him. I didn't anticipate.
He's okay.
They kind of look.
It's not your fault.
They kind of look at one of the other members and give a quick nod, and then kind of come to the side, like towards the back of the tent. You said you had questions.
Yeah. And you don't have to answer them if you don't want to. I mean, I get the sense yesterday was quite a lot.
Yes.
But how did you end up here?
That's an interesting question. I'm not sure.
Right.
I woke up quite suddenly 5 years ago without any memory of who I am and where I was. And I wasn't far from here, and I walked here completely by accident, and wandered into the village.
Wow.
Yes.
And you have no recollection of where you were before then?
I am afraid not. It is possible your friend did know me, but I am not whoever they say I am, or I'm not them anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was.
Okay. I think maybe he did know you or know that person. I think they were someone dear to him.
I am sorry to be the face of loss, I guess.
Am I nearby?
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna jump in with a. Did you pick your own name then?
I did, yes. Well, some members of the I did not have a name that I could remember, and some members of the people here suggested many different names, but Aurelia, I don't know, it seemed to fit, so I stuck with that.
It's nice.
Yeah, it suits you.
Thank you.
I guess and kind of like looking to Nerin in case Nerin has any like would you ever want to find out what happened before, or if there was a way of getting your memories back, would you want that?
They pause for a long minute. I think so.
Okay.
It's like not knowing who I am.
Yeah, I can really
I
imagine.
feel like a person, but there is no recollection of who I was or what I don't know what I believed in. I don't know. Was I a good person? Your friend seems to think so.
And for what it's worth, I think my friend is a very good person.
I'm glad of that. But yes, I think I would. I'm not sure how.
Okay, I just didn't want to. There's a chance my friend would like to go looking for something or understand what happened, but obviously it's your life, so if you'd not wanted that, then that would have been okay too.
I fear what I was before, and I don't think fearing the unknown is a particularly sensible thing.
Okay. Is it all right if I talk to my friend Cacula about this?
You are welcome to. I'm sure they don't want to see me, but I will entertain them if they'd like it.
Okay. Okay. So, Nerin, do you want to show me around the kitchen?
I wanted to have a competition to see who can chop onions smallest.
Okay.
Aurelia?
Sure. We can do that. Absolutely.
Can I use? And then Kitto takes out one of his daggers,
I think that might not be clean, Kitto.
wipes it on his trousers.
I don't think that made it better.
Aurelia like hands you a cloth and cleans it.
Okay. Does Aurelia clean the knife
Yeah.
while Kitto is holding? That feels kind of anyway. Yeah. Okay. Should we?
We don't actually have to role play us having an onion chopping contest.
No,
I
but
just
I want to
wanted
know
to.
who wins.
Okay, well we can roll cookings then, which I think is intelligence.
Please roll to see who won the onion cutting contest. I need to know
Also,
this.
this is an insight into Aurelia's intelligence.
Smart.
Oh yeah. Can I?
Sorry.
I know out of character that they were being honest, but like, can I also just roll insight as well?
Of course.
I'll roll intelligence first for the knife cook. Oh, 17.
19.
Hey,
Nice. I mean, Aurelia rolled a 14, so you all do really good. Nerin is very good. Nerin has really, really defined chopped onion. Really well done. Yeah, roll insight for me, Kitto.
13.
They seem honest. You can't tell anything else from that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
You're also welcome to do the same if you'd like, Nerin, by the way.
Sure. That wasn't bad. Insight. Oh, my insight's 0 though. 15.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad. Again, they seem completely honest. They appear to have no recollection of who they were, and you trust that honesty in them. Like, there is definitely no actual lie behind their eyes. They seem a little on edge with you there, but I think you think they might just feel guilty about everything that happened with Cacula yesterday. But yes, and
Nerin is doing his best to make things seem more casual. With
they
onion chopping
do
contests and other things.
they do warm up as it goes on. They do get less intense and less kind of like, they're still quite stern, but they do warm up somewhat as it goes on. Yes, it might just be that. They do warm up as it goes on. So yeah. Yeah, and Nerin, you are the best at chopping onions.
Thank you.
And
I win.
Aurelia is slightly less good than Kitto, but only slightly.
But also, I won, Kitto.
You did.
I won.
So we will jump to Cacula.
Kitto won collectively.
Yeah.
No, I won.
No. We will jump to Cacula.
Kitto literally says that, like, I feel like we won collectively. No, it's like, no,
It's like, no, I won. It's
know
me.
your place.
Yeah. Okay. So do you go to the spot, the like house where the
Yeah,
skipper
I
are?
mean, I'll try and locate, if I can, some kind of teapot.
If in doubt.
You possibly can. Yeah, I'll say you can.
Cool. And then I'll make up like a nice batch of like some peppermint teas, just some calming, soothing tea to bring with me.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really have any cups, but I'm hoping that there'll be cups for breakfast. They can have it in.
Yeah, there are some rough hewn wooden
So,
cups that.
Yeah, I'll grab my kit, my herbalism kit, and all my supplies and stuff, and I'll head over. I'm like fully magically, I've got all my stuff, but just to make
but
very
again,
clear.
It won't make any difference at this point. Like there aren't any spells you can cast on them that will be relevant.
It's just checking the like different bandage wounds and stuff.
Yeah. You head over and there isn't anyone like guarding the door, but as soon as you open the door, like 15 heads
my
snap,
face in.
and then okay, it's Cacula.
Just me, sorry. I just wanted to come in and see if anybody would like their bandages changed, or I bought tea.
I'll kind of like put my teapotted hand in and give it a gentle wave.
You get a gesture from Frostlion, who sat against the wall, just like a Cacula, you don't have to look after us. We have a perfectly capable healer.
I know.
Aramir is sat literally next to Frostlion with like a splint in his hand, like raising one eyebrow.
I know. I'm sorry. I was worried, and I thought if I could be useful, maybe that would be validated. But I still have tea. And Farlan
looks up. Yeah.
Your leg's been bothering me. There was something strange about it. I'd just like to have another look if that's all right. I'm worried there might be some magical damage that they did.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sits back. Okay.
I like tootle over tea. Anyone who would like some tea, and I'll pop it down on the table near me.
I'll leave that there. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'll like turn to Farlan and come and like perch next to him.
Yeah, he's sat like on a bedroll with the leg that was injured like laid out in front of him.
I'm glad you're resting it though. That's good. And thank you for this. It's been on my mind. I suppose it's the only injury I couldn't fully take a proper assessment of, so it's been on my mind.
Yeah, I ran off, had to make sure the ship was working.
Yes, no, of course. I mean, to be fair, Hathor ran straight past me, bleeding out onto the deck at the same time, so not entirely your fault. How does it feel?
Like an impacted knee. I don't know. I don't feel any different.
All right. Well, let's hope it's just that, and it's just me trying to process my worry and channeling it into something it doesn't need to be channeled into, right?
Can I just like give it a general examine?
You not got
roll medicine.
Yeah, but I'm going to see what I can do with medicine first. So also I want it to seem like I'm having a little thorough investigation, not just jumping straight to...
Yeah, that's fair.
Well.
Cacula,
15.
I mean,
Cacula pulls
is
a bone
detect...
star out, starts agitating it.
Is detect magic going? Did you cast it before you entered?
That's a good idea. Yes.
Okay, I'm like, did you walk in with detect magic or did you not? Like,
that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
I did tell you to.
I was gonna say Hathor did tell you to do that.
See, the thing is, I've got no brain.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Well.
When you do stick your head in, there is a bit of a riot of magical, which appears to be mainly what magic is that? Atri, basically. I can't.
Makes sense.
Atri.
Glowing like a Christmas tree.
Atri has a few magical items, and then has things like alarm is on the door, and mage armor is cast on himself. And interestingly enough, you suddenly get a clash of detect magic is cast on you. Like you can suddenly see that Atri's eyes are glowing, and then like Atri just kind of blinks and drops it. Like it's you, it's fine. But like there's that kind of moment of the party, like they are on edge. Atri has like,
I mean,
a fair
understandably
number of
so.
things up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually has a fair number of things up. Frostlion also has a couple of bits and bats up. I believe Frostlion has literally as you walk in, there's a kind of itch at the back of your head, which is immediately dropped. Again, Frostlion has detect thoughts up, and is immediately, but as soon as he realizes it's you, just drops it, just doesn't even bother. It's just like as soon as the door opens, there's like 4 spells cast on you, and then it's like, oh wait, it's Cacula, it's fine, we don't need to do that.
Frostlion just gets a little glimpse of
yeah. There's like a second of like, and then it's fine. But you get that because you walk in with detect magic, and it's suddenly like bing, bing, bing spells, and then you're like, okay, it's fine. It's just Frostlion and
Frostlion's like, lots to unpack there. Let's just throw away the suitcase.
Throw away the suitcase. Frostlion's like, wow, okay. But yeah. You don't get anything else unexpected from the crew. Nobody has it. I think Fenrir has a magical weapon, but again, there's nothing specifically magical about the crew that feels unusual to you. Farland doesn't ping at all.
At all?
Nope, he doesn't have a magical weapon.
Okay.
15 on the medicine check. It looks like an impacted knee. Okay. It looks like when the attack happened, he was thrown or fell heavily and basically just ripped the tendons. It swelled quite badly. The swelling has slightly gone down, but it still looks like the tendons are torn.
Okay. Is there anything I can do with my medicine kit? I mean, I know that they're there, but
not really, and not more than Aramir already has done.
But I didn't think so. Yeah. I'll just sigh and kind of do the thing where you like blow air in a way that ruffles that's like blows hair out of your face. No, I mean, it looks fine. Sorry, I mean, it was probably just the chaos of yesterday and me worrying about things. I didn't mean to worry you, but it really does just look an impacted knee.
It's understandable. It's been a lot going on. Don't worry about it.
Thank you for indulging me.
Yeah, you're always welcome. Captain trusts you, so I trust you. I trust Captain with my whole life.
Me too. And much appreciated. I'll do my best to take good care of that trust. As long as you do your best to take care of yourself. Oh, wait, no, I suppose that doesn't make any sense.
I understood. Thanks,
Good,
Cacula.
I'm glad. Right, I'm going to leave before I put any more feet in my mouth.
We'll be here. I think we're going to stay here as much as possible.
That makes sense.
Captain's sending people out, Fenrir a bit, and Kip, but there's a lot of us who are still reeling, I think.
That makes sense. We'll keep you updated, and if there's anything you need you can't get yourselves or get easily yourselves without making yourselves uncomfortable, then we're close by.
Actually said that you were staying up in the place that's pretty near, right? Both Captain and Atri should be able to ping you if anything happens, if you're pretty close by.
All right. Well, I'll leave the tea here. If you want, do you like peppermint? I just assume everyone likes peppermint, but I don't know. Perhaps it's less than I thought.
Definitely some of us like peppermint.
All right, I'll leave it there then.
Captain definitely does, so you know.
Oh, good. Okay. Great. Well, I'll just pop it here, and I'll like put it on a table in the rough center of the room, but also leaning towards being near Frostlion.
Frostlion looks up from where he's having a quiet conversation with Atri and goes, "Tea?"
Yes, peppermint.
Brilliant. He looks as though to move and actually says, "Sit," and then stands up and comes and gets the tea.
Thank you. I'll like wave to Farlin and tootle over to Frostlion to say, how are you feeling? You all right?
I'll be fine.
Aramir, very, very capable hands. I'm sorry.
Yeah, beside him, Aramir rolls his eyes like, "Yo, you'll be fine if you stay fucking put, Captain." Aramir looks at you and goes, I didn't mean to. You did a wonderful job. It's just.
I didn't mean to come in and seem like you aren't a capable doctor. You definitely are. I worry a lot. And it helps to have channels for these things, I've found.
No, I
specifically about gammy legs.
Yeah, I get it, and and you have he kind of moves his hands as though to imply magic stuff, and I'm just a doctor.
There's nothing just about it, but that's true.
Yeah, so, different specialties, you can make sure there ain't no magic issues, and I can make sure that he stays put.
I know. yes. I feel like I'm not assertive enough to. I mean, I can say things, but I'm not sure he'll listen to them.
No, where he doesn't have a choice but to listen to me because he pays me to do this.
Exactly.
Cross-Iron looks up and says, are the others okay?
Yes, they're all right. But as all right as they can be, but mostly fine.
We're staying here, but we are in range if you need us. And
thank you.
Tell me what you find.
Will do. Keep you updated. So far, nothing. Well, something, but that's not sure if that's really related. I don't know if you remember me asking you when we first met whether you'd seen a furbolg.
Yes.
Found them. Kind of.
You don't look happy about it.
They don't remember me, which is not ideal. But we'll get to the bottom of it, hopefully. And if
Does
not,
Hathor
I will
have the ability to cast Detect Thoughts?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll ask.
It's a
good
way
idea.
It's a place to start. It's very difficult to lie to that.
It's a good idea.
If not, Atri and I can both do it.
Thank you.
Whilst I am here.
Yes.
I'm not, and I can follow you.
Thank you. I'll ask Hathor first. I want you to all stay together if you can. But yes. Anyway, stay put. Heal.
Doing as I'm told.
Thank you.
It's good to see you, Cacula.
You too. And I have much more peppermint leaf where that came from, and a little bit of chamomile. So.
Oh, I'm sure we'll appreciate it. I certainly appreciate the peppermint, and I'm pretty sure Cassandra appreciates chamomile.
Good to know. Take care of yourselves.
And
I'll be back.
Hannah nods. Okay. Cacula.
Toot, 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 toot. It's the sound he makes when he walks, by the way. Steps go.
I
Toot,
presume
toot,
you
toot,
guys
toot, toot,
are going to meet up?
Yeah.
Collect? Okay. You can give each other the information. You can give each other the information you have found. And other such things.
Any luck with Valen?
I mean, yes and no. No, in that it really just seems to be an impact in me. And yes, in that it really just seems to be an impact in me. So that's good.
Did he seem suspicious?
No, he really seemed very normal. I'll keep an eye on him, but honestly, I think it just might have been the stress of the situation.
If anything, that's a relief. It means we know where Farlan is. If that wasn't him or he was acting suspicious, we lost him either way.
Quite.
Now we're all back in one piece.
Either way, he's being watched. There are hardly any partitions in the room they're all in, and they're all staying together as much as they can. Understandable and a good idea, I think. So, if something goes wrong with that, we'll quickly know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Atri did have a very good suggestion, actually, though, Hathor. Do you have detect thoughts?
No, not in my repertoire.
All right. Well, Atri does, and very enthusiastically and kindly offered their services if we need them. So if we have a cause or opportunity to use that.
I just need to whisper message the GM something.
You can whisper message the GM something.
No, keep talking, it's fine.
So, yes, not very successful, but reassuring.
We pinged something.
You did? I have no idea what was going on.
I did. I would have shared this with you if I thought I saw her literally for half a second and then gone again. But there was somebody pinging permanent illusion magic in the crowd and then appeared.
The right side of the face, right?
No, just the back, long dark hair, half elven, I reckon.
Right. Okay. Well, here's my theory. Everyone here has scars. They're all slayed, yes?
Yeah.
So I put illusion magic on. There's nothing to hide.
I don't know. I don't want to just walk around casting a dispel magic type thing.
Well,
I want to somebody if they're just trans and hiding it.
Yes, that would be rather
terrible.
Real rude.
But here's part 2 of my plan, right? Tensions are high, sky about to come in. Let's pretend we're doing routine checks. We say, hey, we're checking for spies infiltration. Beep, beep, beep. Done.
I don't know if that's a little too close to the truth, as in it is the truth. Though.
Well, exactly. We're not lying. They can't suspect us. Nothing to hide.
But that's the thing, Bo, is that if we don't find anything, and there is someone who has something to hide, then they'll know, and they'll start hiding it even further, or worse, leave with what they have.
Well, this is where part 3 of my plan comes in. I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, that was the end of the
statement.
I thought that was going to be the start of. Nope. All right.
Sorry,
maybe we could hold that off as a bit of a backup plan and just talk to Martha first. Mafia,
yeah.
Mafia.
Sorry.
If there's anybody that's supposed, that's a good idea. If there's anybody that's they know has illusion magic,
that's what I thought.
Continually. Yeah.
Because, I mean, look around you. Mafia's illusion magic is everywhere, and rightly so. If it's something that she's doing as a favor or a boon to this person, then she'll know about it. She can tell us it's her, and we don't have to embarrass or expose anybody who doesn't want to be embarrassed or exposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Able to get some stuff from Orla too. I don't know if you want to have that conversation here and now, or.
Well, we're all sharing, so sure.
Yeah, they don't have any memories before 5 years ago. They woke up not far from here and found this place by accident. If they're lying about it, they're a good liar. And they would like, if there was a way to get their memories back or look into it or anything, they've given the green light on that.
Okay.
They'd like to know. And they're happy to talk to you if you want to talk, but they understand that you might not want to. You don't have to.
Thank you.
Both of you.
I might maybe not today.
No, yeah, okay.
But I would like to. I think.
Okay.
At the very least, they deserve to know where they came from.
There's no rush, though. You don't, it's been 5 years. From their point of view, it's, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Should we go talk to Mafia?
I think that's our best move, right?
I thought that I and anyone else could also keep helping out with food, because everyone has to come and get food, so maybe we can spot this changey, shiny person. You said they had black hair and were half elf. If I can spot and know the names of those people, then that might help.
That's a good idea.
Very smart.
Yeah. Long, dark haired, female half elf. Yeah. Me or Nerin?
Nerin.
I didn't hear what you said.
Do you want a hand? Company?
I'm happy to, but I could also go by myself if more of you want to go to Mafia. I don't. I'm easy.
I'll join you.
Okay. So Luther and Cacula and Hathor are going to speak to Mafia, and Nerin and Kitto are going to continue the rounds of keeping an eye, specifically looking for this half-elf. Okay. We'll start with the Kitto. No, we'll start with Luther actually, and the group. We'll start with the guys going to see Mafia. So, you guys know, like, Mafia took you to her house, and it's one of the like really high up ones, so it takes you a little while to get there. But she does appear to be in, like, the door is ajar, and you can see her like sat at what appears to be a very rough-hewn, almost like grown from the tree itself desk, and she appears to be like.
I feel that there.
She's a druid. She appears to
then.
be looking through what appears to be a book, some sort of ledger of some kind. She looks up when you appear in the doorway. Come in. Close the door behind you.
You say?
Yeah.
I presume you're coming to talk to me because you have information.
It was just a, yes, sort of. Do you have anybody here in your camp that you know regularly has illusion magic cast on them?
Specifically a black-haired half-elf female.
No. There are a couple of half-elves in the camp too. I mean, just to her own half-elven nature.
It's Mafia.
She's not black-haired. She's got like very short, cropped grey hair.
Yeah, that's what she wants you to think.
That's what the illusion is. It's just the hair.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There are a few half-elves here. 3 or 4. I'm not. You talk about Mekla?
I don't know. I didn't see their face. I just saw her from the back, and the second that I went to try and get a better look at her, she went. But all I got was illusion magic and looked fairly permanent.
A lot of people have come here with their own things. We don't ask. People come here because they're slaves. They don't come here. Before now, I hadn't considered that there would be rats, I guess. Or I trusted that there wouldn't be.
That's fair. We didn't just want to, I guess, out anybody in case it was something, yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay. This, if it is possibly this Mekler, I don't know. Thank you. How long ago did they arrive? She arrive?
She arrived fairly recently, a couple of months. No, a bit longer than that. Maybe 4 months ago.
She didn't.
She wasn't on her own.
Did she come in with the
forest runner?
Forest runner. Okay.
The last time they were here, she was with that contingency of slaves. She's fairly close to a Goliath named Rasamar, or that's kind of who she spends most of her time with. I do believe she's made good friends with one of the Minotaurs that you freed, Kisfia, and her mate Zuron. I believe they're close as well.
Okay, well, I guess the only way to know what the illusion is to cast detect magic, is to get a better detect magic, maybe, and identify. Does identify only work on objects? Sorry,
it does only work on objects.
Only on objects. Forget I said that. We have dispel magic.
If it's a magical item and a permanent enchantment, you'd have to roll something pretty high to be able to dispel an object, though. And you have to know what you're aiming at. You know that.
It was her whole hair and head.
Sure, but if I cast hallucinatory terrain and you cast dispel magic, the hallucinatory terrain vanishes. If I'm carrying a +1 sword and you cast dispel magic, it doesn't stop being a +1 sword unless you really know what you're doing. Dispelling magic on objects is really hard because they're permanently infused.
That wasn't what I was asking to do. I was asking.
But no, this is what she's saying. She's saying if it's a permanent enchantment, it's going to be really hard to dispel.
Okay.
Because if it's a permanent enchantment, if she's wearing something like a hat of disguise, or it's a permanent enchantment on her personally, that's a much more difficult dispel. You can't dispel an item very easily. It's like, I would maybe let you make the roll, but it would be a high DC kind of thing. That's what she's arguing. She's not saying that you can't dispel a spell. She's arguing that if there's a permanent enchantment, it's a lot harder than just dispel magic.
I was just going, but I'm casting it on a person's not an object.
Yeah, but if she's wearing an object that is actually doing it, or if she's a change
into my head.
If she's a changeling, for example, they can't dispel you being a changeling. Like, it's the same point.
Your
just Hathor dispelled.
Yeah.
Hathor gone.
Yeah.
Astrid just forgot that magical items that cast illusion exist.
They do. And Mafia knows this and is aware of that and is saying that if that's the case, you can't just dispel magic on it.
Also, yes, I love that shit.
Yeah, okay.
So you going, you can't just cast dispel magic on somebody and expect it to work, and me going, why not?
Yeah, like it's
but you
me as the DM.
Facts. I really want to.
Here's the DM going, you do know there are reasons that you can't just dispel magic on random shit.
Yeah, well, there's a probability it will work eventually.
Sure.
Changes your Hathor. Changes your Hathor.
Your Hathor. Brilliant. I love it.
No, but okay. Do we have to go about this the old-fashioned way then, of just, hi, tell us everything you know?
That was my plan originally.
We could
What
maybe
are they going to do and not tell us?
I think maybe we should approach it with a little more caution than that, but essentially, yes. I also wanted to update you on the Farland situation. I checked over the injury today with detect magic, and it really does seem like nothing. I apologize if I've concerned you at all. I didn't want to cast aspersions over the people here without admitting my own.
I appreciate you reassuring me, and I'm glad that we're not doubting Farland Bartle.
Me too.
Fine. Okay, well, if there's anything I can do to assist you, let me know. They kind of she turns around the ledger, and it's like a notary, like a census, basically, the list of everyone's names. She's like, I was checking through to see when people arrived, and I can give you the list of people who arrived most recently, if that helps you. I don't know.
That would be a great help, actually.
Yes.
I'm not going to physically give you all of those names because it's not worth it. But basically, there's a list of 26 people that you recognize the names of maybe 5 of, and you're like, yeah, these are the people that we brought here. You recognize Kisvir and Ebok, who were and there's like a list of, like, a description as well. So there's like a list of names and descriptions. Yeah, and you now have that. I will say, if you want to check that against people, I will say I will let you know then, because I'm just not going to give you a list of 26 random names and races.
Yeah,
it's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
in other news, I typed iBook into my notes and it autocorrected it to iBook. Sphere and her mate iBook, the app.
No, her mate's name is Zuron. Her mate is also a Minotaur. iBook's a Goliath.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So those are the 3 names you recognize.
Does this ledger list where how people came here?
No, it just lists their name, their race.
Okay. How often do you get new arrivals? Like 3 a day, 1 a week?
Oh God, no. Usually a group of people every 6 months. Yeah.
Brought in by skyships?
Usually brought in by skyship, usually brought in by the forest runner. And usually maybe 5 at a time. The 26 that you brought in on the peak skipper was completely unheard of. It's not common. Occasionally, very, very occasionally, we'll have people walk in out of the forest, but they tend to be half dead. And
how often's that happen?
I'm sure many don't. Twice in the entire existence of this village.
Recently?
Rayla was the last 5 years ago.
5 years ago, okay. I want to look at the ledger and where we have all the peak skipper crew, just like make a little like mark, and then the next 5 just like question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, I mean, she will
yeah.
give you a copy of this.
Yeah,
and yeah, there's like the 26 that you guys brought in, and then there's like another list of, and then the next page has another list of like 10 of another 20 names, but then there's like gaps in between those ones. So there's like 6, and then there's a gap, and then there's like 3, and then there's a gap, and then there's like another few like that appear to be like the other people that the forest runner were bringing in. Again, they're all dated with just like the year and the months, and they're like between 6 to 8 months apart. They don't appear to be very common, mainly because you guys, having done the raid, knew that a lot of like pre-recon went into that, and you were just working with that skyship, not the skyship of the forest runner, who are quite used to this and do this quite a lot. So you reckon that, you know, it'll take them a few months to get all of the recon and then do the raid, and then they have to get the people out, and then they have to come here. So it's not super common.
How much do we know about like the physical geography of around here?
Like
when they say there weren't not many people are found in the forest, is there any plausible way you could get to the forest other than being dropped there by someone?
It's from here to the external area of the forest, like from here to like the edge of the forest, is a while. I think it's 7 days by foot.
So like technically someone could walk into a forest for 7 days, but it's fairly unlikely.
You would likely die.
Yeah.
Yeah. The high likelihood is you would definitely be dead by the time you got here. Let me check. I should have this written down. Yeah, it's like a week-ish to get, and that's just to get to the sump, and then you have to go the 5-ish days to get to the city.
Yeah.
So it's very rare and really
if you're going to get
unlikely.
here, you're probably getting here by a vehicle.
You're probably been brought in by skyship, yes. You can get across the sump on or rocks or horses in less time, in like 3 days, if you push them, but you can't once you hit the forest because there aren't any paths, so you can't like ride beasts of burden into the forest really at all.
Cool. Thank you.
There you go. Very welcome. Okay, so anything else you guys want to ask Mafia? Nope.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Kitto and Nerin, can I please have a perception check? Either one of you make it with
Oh God, I
advantage.
just said something and I wasn't there. Sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry.
What do
Can
you
I please
mean?
have-
No, you didn't.
What?
I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just pretend Cacula said it. It's okay.
Statistically, if something is being said, Cacula's probably saying it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I started to say
can-
something and then Luther took over. So thank you for that.
That's
Yeah,
sorry.
there we go. Luther said it. It's fine. Can I have both of
I'll
you make
remember.
perception check? Either both of you make perception checks or one of you make it with advantage for me.
Do you want to do it with advantage, Kit?
I've got a +8. So maybe.
Yeah, I think you should
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, it was
+8.
terrible. That was real bad rolls. I got 12.
Oh, sad.
You don't see her
I
at all.
rolled 1 and a 4.
Oh, that's
really
so
sad.
painful. You look
Oh.
around and you see a lot of different people, but you don't see any half elves. And you know there aren't that many half elves here. You just don't see any of them.
Okay.
Did I have my name said?
No,
No, okay, never mind.
no, you don't see any half elves. I'm afraid, Kitto and Nerin.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm going to have a competition to see who can serve the food fastest.
Okay.
Nerin's like, helping is a game and I'm winning.
Winning. Yep.
Aurelia. Hi. Us again. Sorry.
Hello.
We're looking for someone else right now. Just wondering if you knew where we might find them. I assume you know pretty much everything that goes on around here.
I certainly know the faces of most people. Who are you looking for?
If you don't, that's fine, but half elf, dark hair, female.
Sound familiar? I don't know them personally. I could give you their name, and I
Okay.
don't know if I don't know where she would be, but I do know that she hangs around Kisvir sometimes.
Right.
Who I do know where Kisvir lives. You could always talk to Kisvir.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts?
Kisvir and her mate Zoran live on the Zoran. They move to the edge of the like tent and point to a small, squat, flat hut, and she points in. They live in that one. Minotaurs and climbing rope ladders. It's not good for their hooves. So
I can imagine.
yeah.
Yeah,
They live over there.
Okay. Thank you. We're here to help again.
Always welcome. Always appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna catch the end of the breakfast rush, and then we'll be off for a little bit.
Okay.
Right. Before we do anything else, we'll go to break because we'll take a little bit of an early break because I really need to piss.
Valid.
Beep. Excellent. First thing on the recording. Beep.
Beep.
So, right. You guys have finished up with the mafia. You guys didn't see anything. Are you gonna gather back up? What are you
Yes.
doing now?
No, we're never meeting up again.
Okay. Wow.
It's all been a
Nerin
ruse, yeah.
Nerin is like, fuck you.
It's all been a ruse. I've led you here just so we can get lost in the forest. See you later.
Nerin is
Bye,
correct.
bitch. Yep. Okay.
Meeting up
So
to
an
go
actual
to
world.
the house.
Okay. So you're meeting back up with the others and telling them about where Kisvir's place is.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wonderful. Yes, you can go see Kisvir and her partner, Zoran. So
Before we go,
I will put their
Sorry.
names in the chat for you because they're super annoying, I know.
yeah, before we go, or like I guess as we're on the way there, if it's not super close, I'll just be like, we should probably think of a reason we need to talk to them, or the reason we're asking after their friend, other than the truth. Because if they are friends, I know that if someone came asking me about one of you, I wouldn't exactly give them a straight answer, especially if they couldn't give me one.
No.
I feel awful lying to these people, but
not to be the person who is let's solve everything with magic, but Atri said that they would offer a detect thoughts or Frostlion. If we wanted to bring, Frostlion is stationary currently, but if we wanted to bring Atri along with us,
it's not a bad idea.
Possibly.
We'd still maybe it'd be better going in with something before that point, though, before we start a full interrogation. Just
I also think we probably shouldn't all go.
yeah,
I agree. It's
Could we
very suspicious.
go in, say we're looking for this friend? What do you say their name was? Because we did not learn that.
It was
Metkla.
Metkla.
their name is
Metkla.
They're friends with Ibok and a Goliath and a Minotaur. The Minotaur.
Rasmar.
And the
Rasmar
Minotaur's
is the name of the
Kizvir.
Goliath. The
And
Minotaurs are
Zuron.
Kisvir and Zuron. The Goliath's name is Rasmar.
Yeah, we can say we're looking for them because
They've fallen and they can't get up.
no, Luther.
I'm trying to think. I'm just spitballing.
For an
How
onion
about-
chopping contest.
But they came.
No.
Metkla came
Oh,
from
wait,
the.
wait,
Good idea.
Wait. Eladrin, half elf. Brother!
No.
I love the enthusiasm,
love all
but
of
perhaps we should come up with something that might be a little plausible.
Maybe you should
Sister, I
find
should say.
cheese to find them and then go chasing after them. Like, oh no, sorry, my owl flew off and landed on you. Oh no.
Not an awful idea. I was thinking
I actually
perhaps
quite
they
like the
came
owl
from
idea.
the forest skipper, right? The forest, whatever it is. Why is it
Runner.
forest what? Thank
Runner.
you.
Forest Runner is the
Thank
name of
you.
the ship.
Thank you. They came from the forest runner, right? Maybe if one of us goes in asking after Kisvir, because we were just wanting to check on them or see how they're doing, or Kisvir seemed like the leader of the group that we freed.
Mm-hmm.
So we could always ask after her under that aspect, and then we could see if they know Metkla, just mention it at the end of the conversation, because one of the crew of the Forest Runner asked us to, in a similar vein. I do also very much like the owl idea, though.
I have an idea. Why not both? Astrid's attitude to everything.
For a chat, also your friend has our owl.
Oh no,
yeah,
casually my
I'm-
owl arrived here, but also I need to talk to you anyway.
No,
Yeah.
like,
I think I see what you mean.
if I can explain. Okay, we wait until mealtime. Mealtime is good. People are more sociable when they've got food in front of them. Cheese runs off, or teasing him or something. He steals a bit of bread and flies away, lands on their table. Hopefully, if Kisvir and Zoran are there with them, I can go over and get Cheese back and be like, sorry, my owl does what he wants. You guys can come over as well, and just laugh and joke about and go, hey, we know you. You were on the beach. How are you guys doing? Just
I love the idea that, like, she'd come with the owl and then we all just like
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's a good idea.
A long time before dinner time.
We could
Also-
invite Atri to come with us for dinner, and Atri can be sat with us eating food, and then come over to get one of us back when one of us goes to fetch cheese. Easy opportunity for a quick, cheeky little detect thoughts.
I think this is the most casual way we're going to.
2-6.
Yeah,
Okay,
no worries. I think this is the most casual way we're going to be able to do it, and we really need things to be casual and as unsuspicious as possible.
The one thing I worry about, I don't know, is cheese actually a bird? Because cheese just disappears and reappears.
Yeah.
Yes,
is
but
cheese actually a bird?
No, he's not. But they don't need to know that.
But if this is a person who's shiny and magical, won't they just know that? Mightn't they just know that? Mightn't they just look at you and be like, you just sent your bird over here and then pretended not to have done that. Why did you do that? And then it becomes more...
Find Familiar is a first level spell. And they're a barn owl in the middle of the day. The jump's not hard.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, you didn't see any magical nature from Kisvir. Kisvir is unlikely to know that. But, like, if this person has magical abilities, if Mekla has magical abilities, it's possible they'll know it. It depends on the magical abilities. Like,
what I was wondering as Leo was more...
I do not need help from Harrison.
Does your familiar do things by itself? Like, would cheese just run away? Or would Hathor have to be like, hey, cheese, go and grab that bread? Whoa, cheese, why did you go and grab that bread?
Cheese is probably the feistiest familiar.
Question.
Yes.
Could Cacula wild shape into cheese?
Yes. No, Cacula can't fly.
What if we threw Cacula?
Cacula can't fly yet. Cacula does not get a flight speed until level 8.
It's okay, I can throw you, Cacula. We can pretend you're flying.
Like,
if we must, then I will do it.
You could be anything other than a flightless barn owl.
I'll hold you in the air and run really fast, and you just won't know I'm there.
I feel like at this point, maybe we could go and just ask them how they're doing.
I agree.
Also, probably have no reason to suspect us, you're right.
I was just like, you could just go talk to these people, and you're like, here's the most convoluted plan I could possibly come up with. I'm like, you freed them from slavery. You could just ask how they're doing. It's fine.
We could knock on the door.
Yeah,
but we could also throw Cacula out while they're eating.
We could throw Cacula through their window. Or
where are we going?
One sec.
I'm a fan of the former. I think we should throw Cacula.
I still think we should bring Atri with us.
But talking to Metka, maybe.
Are you talking to Mekla or are you talking to Kisvir?
Well, we only know where Kisvir is right now.
Yeah, you don't know where Mekla is.
So I'm answering the DM in character, but I am.
No, you are. It's like this Kitto.
Hello, voice in the sky.
The voice in your head.
Yeah.
The voice in the head that doubts you.
Oh.
He's yes, I'm popping in to judge you and then leaving for another one. Woo! Get over me.
Oh no. No, okay. Are you taking action to Kisvir?
Let's wait for Leo to come back before we make that decision, but
Yeah.
I think statistically, yes.
Okay. Cacula telling will come later.
I'm still here. I just,
okay.
I'm not actually here in person because I have to be
That's
holding
creepy.
the door.
I love it. I love it so
I'm
much.
sorry.
This disembodied voice of Leo.
It's the DM.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, here's the question. If you're going to talk to Kisvir and Zoran, you have know that you don't, like Mekla, you don't know whether or not Mekla's there because you're going to Kisvir's house. There's no reason for Mekla to be there.
Which is why I'm like, we should wait until we see them all together.
Okay, you also, you know that they hang out together. This is not high school. They're not gonna sit and have lunch together all the time. Like,
They need to
I
gossip.
feel like you're hinging your plan on the possibility they may be together at lunchtime, despite the fact that this is not high
Okay.
school. They're not
Okay.
required to be in the same space. They can do what they want. Like, they're
If
adults.
Luther gets shoved in a locker, then they'll walk and then they'll point and laugh at him. So we trigger their encounter.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, doing that isn't any more likely than just waiting to see Meckler again.
To be honest, I was just suggesting that we wait until we do see them together.
That's very fair. You can do that. That is also an extremely valid thing to do, and you are then welcome to do whatever you want. But I don't know, like, the likelihood of them necessarily being together isn't. It's not. It's a probability or a like. It's not like they're just friends. Like, they're not a crew together. Like, this is like the likelihood of seeing you and Nate together.
Okay. It was just a thing of, we can't just go up to Meckler and be like, "Hi, we don't know you. Talk to us."
Yeah, but you were going to talk to Kissphere, who you do know because you saved her from slavery. You weren't going to talk to Meckler.
I know, but it was just a.
Kitto could just like drop a dagger and bend down with his little ass out of the
Wow,
Bend and
sexy.
snap.
Yeah,
Wow.
no,
You come here.
I mean, it's
Are we
up
really
to
going
you
to
as
femme fatale, Kitto?
Femme fatale, Kitto. Yeah,
The
I mean,
only
if you
way.
want to wait until you see Meckler again,
Sorry.
like, the village is not big and is big enough that it's likely to happen at some point in the day. Yes. But it's what you want to do. The likelihood of them necessarily being with Kissphere is smaller, and also you then don't have an excuse to talk to them. Like, if you're relying on you can talk to Kissphere because you know Kissphere, you're also relying on other probabilities, is my point. It's not a bad idea. It's a really good idea to wait till you see Meckler again, but you don't have a reason to talk to Meckler then, unless she's with Kissphere, which is not necessarily true. Whereas if you just go talk to Kissphere, you know where Kissphere is currently, and you know that you can talk to her casually.
I feel like, have you made any friends? Tell me more about that.
You don't have a reason to talk to Meckler.
Yeah, it was just what are we going to get out of it other than a conversation with Kissphere? We can't be like, "Oh, by the way, your friend, tell me about her, who we know the name of and what she looks like."
No, but that's, can you ask questions without them being obvious, not can you wait until you see someone.
Would it be possible, this is actually Nerin should be saying this, maybe we could go and talk to Kissphere, but only briefly, and then arrange that we're going to chat more next time we have a meal and we're all going to sit together. And then coincidentally, you know, if you have any friends, that's cool too. You know, let's all make friends.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That can work.
Because then we know that we're going to see them at dinner, and we know that they're going to bring their friends. And if all of their friends are coming, then the one person we know who is their friend will probably be there.
Either way, we should probably go and talk to Kissphere now as well as later.
But if we want to talk to Kissphere later when Meckler's there, we don't want to talk to them too much now. Otherwise, we'll have nothing to talk about later.
All right. I do think we should keep the cheese plan in reserve, though. It's a good conversation opener in case we need one.
Yeah. If we do need conversation openers, though, I can always just, you know, drop flower crowns on their heads.
That is true, and entirely in character.
We have a lot of fun talents.
Always
menacing,
but
yes. Right.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Okay. You the house is like quite tall, because minotaurs are not short. but it also looks pretty quickly made. Like it isn't particularly sturdy, and it's very new. And you knock on the door, and the door opens, and there's a kind of gruff kind of sound, and then the door opens, and the door's like massive. It's like 6-7 foot, and a Minotaur who you do vaguely recognize. Kisvia sticks her head out and blinks a little, looks a little confused, and then says, "Hi, you're back."
Yeah. Remember us?
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. I definitely remember all of you. Zoran, and
oh, aside
Minotaur.
from this one, right? It wasn't there.
Yes, you're new.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kisvir. This is Zoran. There's another Minotaur, like dark black shaggy fur, who sticks his head out and waves slightly. Your friends were very saved us from a fate worse than death. It's good to see you. What are you doing here again?
Well, the Black Mark got word of some of the Peak Skippers' actions and kidnapped them a little, and then we freed them a little, and now we're kind of on the run a little. So we're just tolling up here for a while.
Well, sorry to hear that they're on the run because of us.
No. Wouldn't have it any other way. Well, maybe, but that would involve a lot of other aspects that aren't really relevant here. Anyhow.
It's not your guys' fault specifically. Like
Exactly.
Do you want to come in? We have tea.
If that would be all right.
No, come in. We owe you our literal lives. Come in. They step back and invite you in, and their home's pretty sparsely decorated, but there's enough spaces for you guys to sit, and she brings over some wooden cups that looks like she's carved, and starts making tea for you.
Can maybe roll insight to see if that like rung any suspicious bells?
Go for it. Absolutely. Roll insight.
11.
No, not at all. I mean,
Anyone else
you
want
did
to
save
join
their
me in
lives.
this endeavor? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, another person can make insight checks if you want. Go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm thinking more the like black mark thing.
I am proficient.
Our position's been compromised.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead if you want to, Luther.
I've got a +4. Yours might be higher. I've got a +4.
7.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Still not that great though.
Okay. She looked surprised at the mention of the black mark. Like, she looked scared.
Good.
But she didn't look like suspicious. She looked scared, as though like, oh fuck, the black mark, we're gonna get taken away kind of vibe, rather than a like,
Yeah.
oh no,
It was this name activates my fight or flight response, not a my dastardly plot.
yeah.
This is foiled again.
Work for you and meddling kids.
The weird fucking tree man.
And some insight. Yeah, okay. She does make you tea.
Wow, Luther assigned Scooby-Doo by his own creator.
Absolutely.
And kind of like sits down Zoran with her, and so it's not been that long, a few weeks, I guess. How are you doing? How are things in the city?
Not much different.
That's fair.
We've been kind of running around, keeping busy. I'm trying to think about it now, and I can't actually remember what we have been doing.
I found my sister.
You found your boyfriend.
We don't need
I
to
found
talk
my
about-
dad.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot more than we've not been doing very much. I mean, you've found varying members of family and lovers. That seems
And
like a
Luther.
lot.
So,
And your new friend Luther. Yeah.
yeah. How about you?
Oh,
How's
We've
settling been?
like not too
Look at
bad.
this opening.
Exactly. Zoran and I are we're not very good at talking to people, but we've got a few friends. There's a lovely Goliath, Rasma, who we talk to a lot, and Zoran and the Minotaur beside her. So yes, Rasma and Mekla, they're very good. Been here a little longer than us. They were in the previous people who arrived. But they've both been both of them helped build not so much Mekla, but definitely Rasma. She's very strong. Helped build this place with us. Was very, very good.
Well,
yeah.
To tell the truth, and again, glancing around to see if anyone's like, stop. But we're trying to see if maybe the stuff with the black mark has anything to do with anyone here. And we know you've just arrived. Do you say these other? Sorry.
We trust you. Is there anybody that you would, I don't know, think was off? Any direction you could point us in? It's a little difficult. We're struggling for leads.
Or even if, sorry, Karen. Even if maybe if we can talk to these friends of yours, if they've been here a bit longer, they might have an idea about what's going on here. I don't know if I need to roll deception for that or not.
You do need to roll deception for me.
Can I say what I was going to say first to see if that like helps? It might be nothing, but we're worried that maybe somehow there was some kind of tracking in the items that were brought with, or anything like that, or maybe even things that have been traded in the past with other groups. We're just worried for the safety of the town, that's all.
Roll deception, Kitto.
With advantage?
Yeah, okay, because it's a group check. Go for it.
Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 8.
Yeah, absolutely. They exchange a look of like almost knowing, like should we tell them? Okay, yes. And Zoran clears his throat and says, I mean, I will tell you where obviously where our friends are if you want to talk to them as well. But there's one man who was with the group that we were you got us out of. It's a halfling. His name's Anlos. I don't know. Slaves there changed a lot. People died and they brought in new slaves and all that kind of thing. And he was the most recent addition when we were back there. But he's pretty recognizable. He's got a lot of scars. And he never really, I don't know. I just got a weird vibe from him. And it's nothing, I didn't trust him. And he's here now, and I don't know where he lives. You'd have to go and ask other people, but yeah, that's the only thing I've got. I'm happy to tell you where Mekla lives a few houses up on if you follow the first rope bridge out, she lives up there. And Rasma lives on the other opposite side. They probably will be in their homes. Or maybe Rasma will be on patrol. She does guard duty, but Mekla probably will be in her home. But yes, Anlos, his name is. There aren't that many halflings here, so he's fairly recognizable.
Can you type it into the chat, please? Thank you. Thank you.
So close.
So yeah, I don't know. I might just be being, people have a lot of reasons to be suspicious, and he was a slave, and but that's all I've got.
We won't absolutely do anything to cast aspersions on his character that would damage his life here until we're absolutely sure that he's involved with something. Don't worry. And at the moment, honestly, even just a feeling is something.
No. That's all we've got. It's just nothing. Niggle at the back of your mind,
I do.
We're pretty paranoid. It's very likely it's nothing. Stay, drink your tea, and we'll tell us about the city. Tell us about everything that's been going on there. Tell us about these stories of you finding your families if you want, and we'll just have your tea.
Thank you.
You can
Tell them
mechanically
about
do
the
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Have
walked
that
up to someone
conversation.
one day and they said they were my dad.
I know,
Yeah,
it sounds like such a dramatic story, but that's literally exactly what happened.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like, oh no, I've been discovered. He was like, whoa. But not even in a
I've got
dramatic
a
way. He was
son?
just like cool.
It was just like a mutual, like, oh, cool, dad, oh, cool, son. That's it then.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you stay for like half an hour or so.
Yeah,
Drink your tea.
I'll tell the
have a
like
good time.
yeah, probably tell the prison breaking story, since that's the one that can be made sound interesting without being too upsetting easily, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
They exchange other tales of the small village. They talk about a few other people in the village who they know. They sing Mafia's praises, and also the praises of the peak skipper a little bit, thanking them for getting out and that kind of thing. But it appears to be much more mundane here. It's much more like they spent the last few weeks building a house kind of thing. Like they didn't do anything interesting. But they're happy for the conversation.
Friends.
Yeah. And unless there's anything else you guys want to do here, you're welcome to say your goodbyes and then do as you wish. Okay. It's now
as we like pop out, I'll just kind of say, I actually have a bit of experience in making tea leaves. If you're interested, I can bring some around at another time. Mostly peppermint, chamomile. I could try lavender.
Mafia seems very interested in that. Yes, I would love that. We have just the mint leaves that we've managed to grow, but it would be nice to try some other things.
I could even try and make some seedlings if you like. I'll give it a go and get back to you.
Okay, I would appreciate that. Yeah, it's probably now about midday, like 12:30ish after everything, and there's bustling busyness from the like there doesn't appear to be like 3 set meals. There appears to be 2, but there's a couple of people who are kind of like busy around in the like main area of the village. A couple of people with what appears to basically be a changing guard shift. Some people with like weapons, the more physical looking ones, a few Goliaths and that kind of thing, that look to be doing a bit of a round to make sure. And the Stygian forest is dangerous, so it doesn't surprise you massively that they have basically permanent guards.
I misheard you and thought you said changeling guard shift. I'm like, aha.
No, just a changing guard shift.
Thinking about
so
you wouldn't need to be illusioned to look like a slave to cast sending so that you could get a message to somebody. They don't have to be under an illusion spell necessarily. Which is something that's just occurred to me after like weeks of thinking about it.
You can do what you want. Anyway, so what else are you doing?
Which house first? Are we out? Are we left now? Yes.
Yeah, you've left.
Yeah.
I'll say that was a good idea, Kitto, but not sure whether we should be as open with Metcla, just in case.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Unless it becomes quickly apparent what the source of the magic is.
Mhm.
We need to say something.
I'm quite happy to burn another to try get a better look at it if we go and talk to her.
That would be good, yes. Maybe if we just introduce ourselves as friends of Kisvia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helps to round up all
See
our
where it
options.
goes.
Also, presumably, if she is doing magic herself and isn't trying to hide it, then there'll be something apparent about that in her house.
Exactly.
Okay, so you guys follow the instructions given to you by Zoran. Zoran to go up towards Metcla's house, and there's like a little gathering of like almost like flat like buildings that are all built together. They're like pods, and like Zoran give you enough instruction to know which one is Metcla's. The door does appear to be closed.
Knock, knock.
There's a quiet. Who is it? Can I help you?
Hello, we're from the Peacekeeper, Friends of Kisvia's. She just mentioned that you lived here. We wanted to introduce ourselves and see if there's anything that they or any of the crew that we brought in a few months ago need, but they wouldn't say.
The door opens and Hathor, have you cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, before this
Okay.
entire change.
The door opens and she stood down. It is illusion magic, definitely. You can't really discern anything else.
Okay.
It's a permanent illusion.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I know it's a strange request. It's just they all seem like the type of people not to ask if it was something big that they needed, and we don't know them very well, and I know that you don't know us at all, but essentially we just want to make sure that they're all right.
Roll deception. You are lying to this woman's face.
Oh.
I mean, we do want to make sure they're all right.
Yep, still lying. Come on.
It's gonna be bad.
Come on.
Be good. It's above 10, so not awful, but it's not good either.
It's just above 10.
Mm.
Her eyes narrow. Why are you really here?
We're, like we said, we are here from the Peak Skipper, and I will look at Cacula and be like, I'm fucking doing it! We are here from the Peak Skipper, but we're here with the Peak Skipper because the Peak Skipper got arrested when we were back in town. We're chasing up leads as to any kind of tracking that may have been placed on them, and we went and talked with Kisvia and Zoran because we trust them and we know them, and they said that they trusted you. We're just here to ask if you've got any idea of anybody here, anything like that.
Any leads?
Any leads?
I'm sorry to lie to you, but
We're
trying
tempted
to keep it as
trust.
we're trying to keep it as quiet as we can. We don't want to cause undue panic in the village, and we didn't know you.
Roll deception again, because you're definitely lying to her about trusting her. Hathor, you got to roll that one.
Sorry,
I was
didn't-
gonna say, I didn't say that.
If not, we'll try again and we'll be like, we saw you glowing.
That's a better roll on her end as well. It's a pretty good roll on her end.
Oh God, okay. My deception's not amazing.
Look,
I wasn't trying to
wait,
be
is it
honest.
clear that she's
Yeah.
not buying it?
Yeah.
Don't you have advantage or something, Hathor, from being a changeling, or is that only some deception?
It's only if they're looking through to try and check you're a changeling.
Yeah. I would normally have proficiency, but I don't. It's a 15.
She rolled a natural 19. She's got a +3 insight.
I feel like it's pretty understandable that we don't trust her, though.
Yeah.
I'm telling
That's
the
not-
truth. I just don't 100% trust her.
Yeah.
You're lying.
She knows that. Like, she knows that you don't. Yeah, which is a huge lie. You're like, you're telling her the truth, but you're also like, we trust you, but actually you don't. You massively suspect her, and she knows that.
I don't.
Like,
when did we say that? Did we say that we trust her? Or did we say that we trusted Kisvia and Kisvia trusted her?
We did say that. Yeah.
You did say that, but also that's an implication of that you were talking to her because you trust her, and she sees through that. Let's say she understands that you're here because you suspect her.
Okay.
Her eyes narrow again.
Look,
Well, that went awfully. That is not in character.
The way you word things.
Should we just
sorry
say
to
it?
be uncouth. I don't know. This is probably rude. We were doing a general search for people, and my friend here saw that you have some kind of illusion magic up, and that's why we're here.
She sighs and takes a necklace from around her neck, takes it off, and her form shimmers and changes. And she's now looking at you with like slit pupils and like scaled form. And she says, Huanti aren't exactly respected. That's all it is.
All right.
That's fine by us. And
So
I
we need
will
to know.
shift slightly and go, it's fine by me.
She nods quite sharply, puts the
If it
necklace back
helps-
around her neck.
If it helps at all, one of the other reasons we were lying to you was that we didn't want to offend you or make you expose anything you weren't comfortable with exposing.
Well,
Yes, well,
We completely failed, but the intent was there.
Perhaps. Fine. I don't have anything to hide aside from my nature as a Yuanti. That's it.
Thank you for your time. Apologies and have a good day.
Well, we're here not to push it, but
we
Do
want
you
to let
have
everyone know
anything?
about the Yuanti as well.
wait, what?
We want to let everyone know about your nature as
Oh,
well. This is between
no.
strictly us.
But do you have any suspicions about anyone? Doesn't have to be big. We're just trying to make sure this place is secure.
I'm afraid I stick mostly to myself. I don't know that many of the members of the... And there was a lot of new people coming in very recently. I'm afraid I don't know enough of them well enough to cast aspersions.
It looks like you've made friends with some of them at least, which is...
Yes, Kisvir and Zuron are lovely, and I helped them with their house because my friend Masmar did, but that is all, I'm afraid. And I don't suspect either of them.
We don't either. Don't worry.
We'll leave you to your day then.
Thank you. She turns and closes the door quite sharply.
Goodbye.
I think that went well. We got our answers.
Yeah!
Yeah.
As long as none of you made... Okay, but none of you made an insight check on her at any point. So...
No. Oh, I did think about it.
Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we gotta do some insight check.
No, you're welcome to
No
make
one
an insight
did.
check.
But also, I feel like the assumption was that
Yeah.
there isn't any other reason to be using illusion magic,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
and
that
that is the
tracks.
only thing we were going on.
Okay.
That's
could
fine.
we-
So,
could,
yeah.
we- could someone roll a...
Yeah, you're welcome to roll one, Kitto. Just
Could
for
you
the
Let's-
roll it with a better bonus than me? Or shall I?
You do it. You do it.
Wait.
We're all looking at Cacula like,
Oh yeah, sure, I can do it.
Oh,
Wait,
wait.
anyone
You
can
would
roll an
suspect
insight
them.
check.
Ta-da! Oh, it was 13.
Wait. What
Well,
if she,
We all roll an insight check.
what if
all
she
of us.
duped all of us, sure. What if she duped us? What if she's like, yeah, I'm a Yuanti, presses magic necklace which changes into a Yuanti. Yeah, absolutely.
Magic
that's
of a
me.
necklace.
Magic necklace. You're all welcome to roll insight because it's an individual check. Like you can't give somebody advantage on
Oh,
insight, so
there we
you
go.
can all roll insight.
Oh, Luther, nice.
Oh, Luther, very good. She's very prickly. You're not sure whether or not
She's a
she
cactus.
she was very like the last thing she said to you, like the last few things she said to you were very sharp and very cold, and you're like, is that because she doesn't like us, or is that because we know too much?
shit.
You can't quite tell. You can't quite tell
the
if
22 this is on,
with the 22.
not the 13.
Nothing on
Okay.
anything else, just the 22. And it isn't even like Lucy, you're not even sure that that's what you've got. You're not even sure if it's that she's lying. It's much more of a, oh, she came across as super cold, but also you're like, we did just accuse her of being a spy and make her reveal her nature that she's been hiding. That's possibly an understandable reason to be angry and upset.
Yeah,
but that's the thing.
It's like, as we're walking away, I'm like, well, the owl plan sounds pretty good about now.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna like turn around 270 degrees to turn left. Knock back on the door.
Luther, why?
No,
She opens the door.
If there's any developments, any updates, you know where to find us, right?
No.
We'll be about. You can't miss me. I'm a tree.
Very fair.
We're in a forest.
I mean, Luther is
only
specifically,
walking one.
it's fine, it's Luther.
Tree
Okay.
in the wrong season.
As you wish.
Okay. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome.
You know, if you want... No, it's fine. I'll be seeing you. Hopefully. Unless nothing bad happens, in which case I won't see you, which is also pretty... Bye.
Do you want to have an onion chopping?
Oh no! Luther's catching awkwardness off of Cacula.
She blinks and closes the door.
On me? Oh no!
You are all as awkward as each other, and she is just
But-
like,
but
I think
wanted to have an
definitely
onion
not all of
chopping
us came back.
competition.
I specifically did not go back.
yep,
No,
that's
me
fair.
Yeah.
So now you have no information, but there
But
you
we
go.
may have an ally.
More info.
Maybe. Okay. So what
That's
else are
more
you going
information
to?
than we had. We
Yep.
should try to read thoughts on her later, probably.
I think that's a good move. Maybe if we see her at dinner, actually, all that actually has to do is be around in the vicinity. This is like walking. This is when we're at a very safe distance away from her house.
That's fair. I accept that. Okay.
No, we're just standing right outside her door.
I haven't even shut the door yet.
Open the
So
letterbox.
later, let's read her thoughts.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it out there. Another thing that we can look for is, if it is somebody who isn't a slave that's pretending to be one, they won't have manacle scars around their wrists.
That's a good
And if they
shout.
do, they'll be makeup or illusion. Because the person who will be pretending to be a slave won't be one. So we can keep an eye
I'd like
out.
to point out you didn't check that on her.
Yeah. I just
I was about to say, do we have any memory of that?
You didn't look like it's like, are you like, unless you're like looking at her wrists, there's no reason.
To be fair, that's Nerin height.
She did go like that to take the necklace off.
And if the
But-
other one's at Nerin's height, that's Nerin's height.
Do
So
I
it
have to
would be
knock
where
on the
Nerin
door
would
again?
look.
No. And by no means are you allowed to knock on the door
Nerin, roll an
again.
intelligence saving throw.
Come on, guys. I'm really
Come
not
on, baby.
intelligent. I'm really not intelligent.
I'll give you that from
13.
memory. You definitely remember seeing them when she was a half elf, but you don't know whether or not you saw them when she very briefly showed you the fact that she was a
That's fair.
Yuan-Ti, because you weren't you
I
can't
wasn't
remember.
paying attention. No, it's completely fair.
You weren't paying
I
attention.
just wanted
Yeah.
to know if I did remember. On the off chance.
Yeah. You don't know on the actual form, let's say. She definitely had them on the illusioned form, but that doesn't really tell you very much.
Oh, now this is fucking horrendous, and we shouldn't do it, but could Cheese grab the necklace?
Technically, you could try and pickpocket it, yes, if you want.
From a different
Don't look
standpoint,
at me like
wouldn't, if you were a slave, you wouldn't be wearing a necklace. They would have taken that off you. Surely.
that's
Yeah,
a good
wait.
point. That's a really fucking good point.
That.
So whoever she came with would have to know that she wasn't who she was. Otherwise, she would have had to have the necklace the whole time she was being a
The
slave.
DM is fucking grinning.
DM's
I was like,
"It's
are they gonna get it? Are they gonna get it? Are they gonna get it? Yes. The obvious point. Very good. No,
So
there is no reason she should have it.
Yeah, I mean, like she could have it, but it would be given to her after getting here. She wouldn't have had it when rescued. So we can talk to whoever she came with to find out.
Mafia didn't know anything about it either, so Marvia didn't give it to her.
Yes.
There is no way as a slave she would have had that. It's far too expensive.
Could
We
there
should
have been
definitely look
anyone on
into
the
the-
forest runner?
Oh! I reckon if we mention it to Mafia, she'll have a couple of questions to ask. But we could always do a detect thoughts Atri as a double check.
We definitely should, anyway. And if we can, we should try and have Atri do it for the halfling that Kizia, not Kizia. Is it Kizia?
Yeah, Kisvia.
Kisvia, sorry. Kizia is a different name. Kisvia.
If we
But
can
Kizia
get
mentioned,
words.
I trust their instincts. They've had to be hypervigilant for a long time, and that doesn't mean nothing.
It's possible. It did cross my mind that if no, hang on. Okay, I'm just going to say this out loud because it's going around in circles in my head. They dobbed in the peak skipper, but they didn't dob in the forest runner.
People who
However,
rescued them.
there was a ship out there looking for somebody that we are thinking was looking for the forest runner.
Yeah.
So up in the air, if it was only the peak skipper that got ratted out, it's likely that they came in with the peak skipper. But if it was both of them, it's likely before the peak skipper and was the forest runner.
Also,
That's a good point.
She's friends with the main person we rescued. So she could easily have got information about who the people who rescued them were.
From there, yeah.
Yeah.
And they definitely seemed to. I mean, they were free with mentioning the peak skipper and details about the crew on board, but that might have been because they were with us. Hathor, that's a very good thought. I think has a lot of merit. But one thing I would say is that. Oh my God, what's his name? Captain Man, Cloud
Frostline?
something.
Or,
No,
Cloud Fox.
not Frostline.
Fox.
You mentioned that the captain of the forest runner, Cloud Fox, had said that the Black Mark assassinated his son. So they do know that the forest runner is involved in emancipation, even if they couldn't identify them specifically. It might not be new news. It might have just been the start of an ongoing investigation, but they did know before. Of course, they could be working with a different guild, or at least a different militia, but I don't know.
There was the person who came with Metkla, who is also the friend of Kisvir.
The Goliath.
Right, the Goliath. They might be
if they came in
friends, but
together.
we could talk and see what the Goliath knows. If she wasn't wearing that necklace before, then the Goliath would know. And if she was, that tells us something. But also, would it possibly also be useful to know how long she was around before they got rescued?
I reckon we go back and check that ledger first.
Good idea.
You have a copy of it.
have a copy.
Lisa has a copy.
If we check that ledger, did the Goliath arrive with her?
Yes.
Yeah,
Rosmar's name is in the same batch as Metkla's, yes.
then it's very likely that they're working together and we wouldn't get any information out of them at all.
Unless I
Is
try
it
and person
though?
him.
Surely there's just one person sent in who's the spy. Why would you have sent two people together?
In case one of them falls.
Different skill set, maybe.
Backup and defense. God knows if I
Or
were
maybe they sent in.
there by myself.
I agree, but maybe they also could have sent one in initially and
to test the waters, and after that success, sent a subsequent one in with the peak skipper. There are lots of options.
Maybe we should check the ledger, have a talk with trying to get the Ruth thoughts up, and then go to Mafia with this, because I mean, it's in her interest more than anyone else.
Yes.
Scary noises.
A lot of dice there, DM.
DM making a dice tower, DM's dice tower falls over.
Oh, I'm really
Okay,
sorry.
I was like, we need to clarify
wait.
that this is a private conversation, ASAP.
No, sorry, it's
Wait,
fine.
wait,
I'm
wait.
making a dice tower with the metal dice and they fell over.
Oh,
Fair
no.
enough.
I
I
thought
am sorry
Luther
for
was
your
about
loss.
to get stabbed in the back.
No,
Wait,
you're
wait,
fine.
have an idea.
Quick,
have
shin
an
kick.
idea. Have an idea. If we say, "Oh, did she have the necklace on?" and he goes, "No, she didn't," and we'll go, "Okay, just to specify the half elf," and he goes, "Yes, the half elf," then we know he's lying because it should be a UNT he's been with, not half elf.
Yeah.
I reckon, and if we go and talk to him as well, I reckon she currently is already.
Goliath's female. Rasmus's female.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I reckon the Goliath is already in on it, and if we go and talk to him, then they'll definitely know they've been rustled, and they will be scrambling to get the fuck out of here.
Which Goliath? Sorry, out of character.
Rasma
Bit
is her
lost.
friend, and Rasma is female.
Rasma, yeah.
Ibok is the male Goliath, you know. It's a different person.
You're right. Maybe we should keep a distant watch on her as well. I don't mind doing that if we want to split up, but if there's a risk of her running now,
Where would you run to?
I don't know.
Maybe you'd kidnap the skyship.
Let's
couldn't
stay on the
do that
skyship
yourself.
then.
You couldn't drive it by yourself.
Luther, roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okie dokie. Respectable.
Yeah, you would know that the lowest number of people that you could use to pilot a skyship is the peak skipper probably would be a little bit lower because of the engine requirement. So peak skipper 4. You could fly a skyship for a week on 4.
If only 2 of them in cahoots, then they won't be able to take off on the skyship.
Yeah,
No, but
you-
there's other ways. There's magic items and spells and stuff that can get you to travel quickly.
There's even just running into the forest and then contacting your handlers for rendezvous.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mind keeping an eye on them.
That would be good, I think. I also, perhaps when everyone is at dinner, out of character, would I know that, is dinner a type of thing where everyone comes every day? It's a communal thing where everyone is almost guaranteed not to be in their houses?
It's much more of a rotational thing. So there's a period of an evening meal where there is food, but people will come and go. It's
Like
a lot
college.
less it's a lot less people just turn up and have a communal meal together. That's
It's just
not
there is
true.
food
It's
from
just
X time
there
to
is
X
food
time.
from X time to X time, come and get it. And then people also take rotational having to go and find the food
Okay.
and all of that kind of stuff.
If we go and get
Kitto, if you can spot a time where she might be out of the house, there are trees everywhere. I can speak with them and see if they've seen anything. Her
Right.
sneaking around in the night, or
Okay. How will I let you know?
I don't know. It doesn't have to be today. It could be another time. Just if you notice a pattern in her movements, or even if we learn a time when she works.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and just keep an eye on the place. Are you gonna go and?
I also want to suggest the idea that the necklace alone is evidence enough. I feel like if we went to Mafia with this, she would also put together the connection that it's far too expensive for any slave to have, and they definitely haven't gotten any specific shipments of illusion.
Unless
No.
someone gifted it to her.
There are explanations, yes. It depends on where she was taken from. From a mining camp, there is almost certainly no way she could have gotten it, but if she worked in a house, or like in the university, magical items can be taken. They can be stolen.
Maybe Mafia would be all right with us bringing her in to talk to and asking her about these things and using the read thoughts to see if she's lying. Maybe Mafia would still be helpful with regards to that. Her main concern is going to be keeping this place secure.
Yes, that is very true. I do think we should contact the forest runner first and see if any of them know. Give them a little time, see if any of them know anything about Metka's necklace or Metka at all. And if they do, and there's a simple explanation for her having it, then it saves us ostracizing her more from those around her than we already might have.
Does it say on the log how long ago they were brought in?
Yeah, they were the most recent people to join, so it would be nearly 5 months now.
Okay. I'll just cast a message to Cloud Fox saying, following up a lead. Can you remember last slave freement from you? Where were they from? Any Yuan-Ti with them? Hope everything's okay.
Take a minute, and then last one was 5 months ago from the guilds. Don't remember them well enough to know about Yuan-Ti, but I guess that seems unlikely.
Okay. They were from the guilds, so it's perfectly possible she could have nicked it. But again,
if you were a slave, you wouldn't be able to nick something to change your appearance and then just be changed without anyone noticing.
Of course, would immediately see a missing Yuan-Ti.
Maybe we should just talk to her about it.
who? Mekla?
Mekla, yeah, but while we're able to read her thoughts.
I reckon we try and catch her with a read thoughts. Anyway, talking to her is a good idea while that happens.
Yeah.
I reckon we should also get Mafia on side before that happens.
I agree.
Does try and book it.
Should we perhaps divide now? Some to Atri and some to Mafia.
I'm not sure whether we should go to Mafia until after we have more information. We've already...
It's enough to know that I don't understand how the necklace could have been stolen when it literally changes what she looks like. You would notice that even in a slave. Even for people who don't care about slaves, they would notice their slave suddenly changing.
Yes, that's true. My thought, I suppose, was only that she might have taken it on her way out. But I suppose that's just as plausible as her not. Certainly worth further investigation.
Yeah, Mafia clearly had no idea that anybody had any kind of permanent illusion magic up.
I think it might be worth trying to talk to somebody who was rescued at the same time as her, who knew her before they were emancipated. That would help us clear things up, I think.
That might be true, but also
she's a Yuan-Ti, then.
But also, weren't we all just saying that people who come together might be collaborating, and then you don't trust that person, and then if you talk to both of them, it puts everyone on suspicion?
Yeah.
There's only 5 names on that list.
After how that
the last
conversation went, we need to move as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think getting Mafia knowing is important because she's probably our most powerful
That makes
ally.
sense.
Keep
All
this
right.
place safe. And she would know how likely it is that a slave is able to pick up some high-level magic like that. High-level magical item like that.
Been doing this much longer than we have.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Who are going to Mafia?
Who wants to go? Does somebody want to go get Astrid at the same time?
Kitto would like to watch the house because he's worried about her just like
Running
fleeing.
off.
Yeah.
Very fair. Okay. So
I
Kitto can
will
stay.
give the sending stone to Kitto. He can get in touch with Farlan if she
Farlan
starts
has the other side.
to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Farlan's got the other side.
Yeah.
I'll go with you, Hathor, and then Nerin and Cacula can go to
Mafia.
Mafia.
yeah.
Okay.
All
No
right.
worries. Okay. So we'll start with the guys going to Mafia. So you guys go back up to Mafia. It's now later on in the day. You spent quite a bit of time with Kisvir and Zuran. So you're looking at like 3 p.m. now. And you head up to Mafia's place, and again, her door's open, and she looks up as soon as you come in.
So, bit of an update. We found Metkla. She is a Yuanti. The illusion is a necklace that she has that allows her to have permanent illusion of a half-elf form.
Right.
It's highly unlikely that she would be able to access something like that. We were wondering if you knew anything about it, and also just wanted to inform you in case you had your own suspicions or...
She's quiet, keeps to herself. Yeah, it is highly unlikely. Sounds like a permanent disguised self kind of thing. Probably an attunement item, probably allows you to cast a spell. I don't know. Yeah, it's unlikely, but also it's also likely she could have stolen it. Like,
That's what I thought too.
I can't give you any more information on that. She came to us as a half-elf.
All right.
And none of the people that she was with seemed to think any different. But again, we don't ask questions like that.
Yes, it's very understandable. What were the other things we were supposed to say? Sorry.
Just keeping you in the loop.
Okay.
Just keeping you in the loop.
Yeah.
Just letting you know that someone came here as a slave, but also had a very powerful magic item, so we're not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
Kisvir actually did mention that Kisvir and Zoran mentioned that one of the people we brought in with them, a halfling man. I'm trying to find. Thank you. With lots of scars, they said he was the newest addition to their cohort before we helped free them, and that they were a little suspicious of him. If you have any similar suspicions or any leads on that.
He does have a lot of scars.
It's not unusual for a man of his...
Yeah. Other than that, I guess he's pretty handy with a sword, but that doesn't tell me very much either.
Right.
A lot of people have a lot of jobs before they get enslaved.
Yes. Quite. Thank you. We just wanted to keep you updated and see if you knew anything.
Anlos is always one of the first to come to dinner if you want to talk to him. He's usually out with the raiding parties.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll be around this evening.
As will we.
Thank you for keeping me updated. Kitto, roll me a perception check.
I'd love to. I'm pretty sure. I just really remember that, but okay, 21.
Okay, yeah. You see Metkla. Actually, also roll me a stealth check.
Oh.
Kitto just like sitting in full view in a tree.
Yeah, you are well hidden, and you see Mekla, and she seems to go about her day as much as you can tell. Like she doesn't leave the room at any point.
Okay, could I maybe like insight for panic?
Yes, roll insight.
Or like odd demeanor.
Yeah, roll insight.
Natural 1, that was a 3.
I'm sorry.
Is she real pretty or something?
She is very attractive as a half elf, yes. She you haven't quite got a perfect view, so occasionally she'll like stand up and walk out of your line of sight and then come back, but she never leaves the room, and she doesn't appear to do anything particularly untoward.
That's fair. That's fair. He's just gonna stay there until someone comes to get him.
Okay. Lusa and Hathor. You guys head over to the place where the peacekeeper are staying. Do you knock?
Yeah.
Go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
You knock and the door opens and Taran's has stood. And he's like, "Hi, I'm in.
Hello.
Good to see you again."
Nice to see you too.
Lets you in. And he goes, "Oh, shh, Captain's sleeping."
All right.
Steps away from the door. And as per he said, Frostlion is kind of awkwardly curled in one of the back corners, fast asleep. And most of the rest of the group are very, very quietly either pottering around doing things. There appears to be an almost silent game of poker going on with Clicks and Carnatha and Opal. And you can see Atri appears to be scribbling something in a journal. I sat like back to back with Cassandra and is busily making notes at some point. Looks up and realizes he's far too close to Frostlion to do his usual greeting, gives Cassandra a nudge and gets up and heads over. Hi.
Hello. I've got a favor to ask.
Sure. What's up?
You know detect thoughts, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Little tapped today, but yes, I can still do it.
It's just, hopefully just the once. Would you like to join us outside for dinner? We've got a lead we're chasing up.
Sure, yeah. Some of the crew can come with. We're trying to keep captains not allowed. And Scroll and Opal, and Farlin, are all staying here under 2 injured. Don't leave, but the rest of us.
You're welcome to bring as many as you like. It's really just you that we're needing. Yeah, we ran into I was doing a detect magic sweep, just like a first point of base, and somebody pinged with a permanent sort of illusion magic cast on them. We went, and after a little bit of digging, went up to talk to him and kind of botched it a little bit. But she revealed that she's got either a disguised self or something of the like necklace, permanent.
Those things are difficult to make.
And expensive for a slave in the middle of the forest to have. We thought she was frosty, very frosty. Difficult to tell whether it was just we were being rude or because she's got more to hide.
Evidently the latter. No one gets a necklace like that.
Yes, no, I am very happy to see what I can get. I can't promise you anything because it's not a perfect thing, and she might know I'm doing it. That's the problem. If it goes wrong, she may know I'm doing it, and that's all.
Okay.
I could make it seem like I'm doing it. I don't mind suspicion being thrown on me.
She would know it's being cast on her. I'm not sure if she would know whether or not. Let me. And he starts flicking back through his notebook, and then goes, "Oh no!" and then pulls out another book and starts flicking back through it again. And is like, yes, detect thoughts.
That was Aleks looking up the spell in D&D.
I am now reading the spell word for
I
word.
did the same
Hello.
thing.
Here's the spell. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind. So she would know that it was actually specifically. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm afraid she would know. I can do like a general vibe check, but that can be hidden if she's suspicious. If she thinks that you guys are onto her, she can like overthink, I guess, if she suspects that somebody will do this. I mean, it's whether or not she suspects that anybody would cast Detect Thoughts on her, which I guess she wouldn't do unless she was a magic user, which I don't know whether or not she is. Like, having a permanent magical item doesn't necessarily make you a magic user, and he just starts going.
What if?
Eggs, and all you would receive is eggs.
It's hard to focus on a single thought if you talk to someone, though. What if I just pretend I was the waiter during the lunch break? Just like, oh, hello again. Here's your food.
No,
Hello.
it's like, get food, leave. Yeah.
What if I was working the canteen?
You could be. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We didn't. Torrans went to go get food yesterday. I don't know how it all works here.
I'm gonna go find out. Nerin worked in the kitchen, right? Nerin helped out. Found out how to do it.
Okay.
So, well, okay. My problem there is, so basically what I can do is I can gain like a general surface thought thing, whatever is on its mind in that moment. If you distract her, what is on her mind is you, which doesn't tell me anything. It just tells me that she's thinking about you.
If you come and
that was the default.
Yeah, so the spell, right.
If you come,
this is detect thoughts. What happens is you can have so basically Atri is suggesting that if he does the like sweep at first, you learn what's most on the mind at first. She won't have a success, she won't have a saving throw against that, and he will gain that information. He can then probe deeper. She has to then make a saving throw. If she succeeds at saving throw, she will know he is probing. So if you talk to her, her like surface thought will be about the conversation she is having.
Okay.
So it won't necessarily tell you anything. It will tell you whatever.
Talking about the necklace.
Yeah, you could try that.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Just like.
I reckon what we do is you just come to us for dinner and we just do a surface read. Maybe if we see her there and she's talking to somebody else that she came here with, her Goliath friend, maybe if she's talking to her, that could work. But also,
I'm happy to do what you can. I can't tell you the information about this until later. Otherwise, it would be super suspicious, right? Because I will get this information and you won't have it.
Also, just as an idea, Kitto is currently scoping her house. I don't know how this spell works. Do you have to be able to see her to cast it?
Yes.
Can you do it through a wall or a window?
You have to be able to see within 30 foot. On any one creature you can see within 30 foot of you.
Okay.
No. I mean, I could do it through a window technically, as long as I could see her, but I can't do it through a wall, no.
Okay, so if we took you, like, round the back of her house type thing.
Do not want to see how bad I am at hiding.
That is very fair. Then we won't do that.
I don't think Atri has a stealth modifier. I am right. Atri does not have a stealth modifier.
He's too enthusiastic about life.
Yeah. His stealth is 1. Like the likelihood of him being able to make a successful stealth check is not high, and he knows it.
Hey, my stealth is 1.
Yeah, but you have Cacula casting Pass Without a Trace on you. does Cacula have Pass Without a Trace prepared today?
Let me check. That would have been sensible.
I mean, did you prepare it?
Visibility.
I do have it prepared. I also have Lesser Restoration Hold Person.
Okay, you could go for it then. If you wanted to use that to do that, that's available to you.
If we
you could also, I guess, cast Invisibility. Atri also can cast that, but can't cast it at the same time as doing that because they're both concentration spells.
If I cast Invisibility on you and Pass Without a Trace, you should be pretty well hidden. If we get her in her house and she's just thinking, fuck, I've been rumbled.
Then we know.
Sure, I mean, whichever way is the best way for you to do this, I don't really mind. I mean, I'm happy to come with you guys at dinner and do it at dinner and then give you the information afterwards and then you can go from there. Or I'm happy to come with you guys like right now and do it right now.
Sooner the better, because I feel like she may leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's come with us now. And we'll go now.
Okay.
We'll go meet back up with Nerin and Cacula and see what they think.
Okay.
Check if Cacula has Pass Without a Trace prepared.
You can go and see them. Okay. So you guys meet up, confer.
Guys, do we like this plan? What are we thinking? Dinner or not dinner?
I think
Gotten
not.
over and the DM's getting stressed.
It doesn't make that much difference to me, honestly.
I think not dinner is better.
I think not dinner is better.
But also we have the very unlikely but bad possibility that we just catch her doing something like washing up. Or like on the loo.
Evilly.
Yeah, but like it's a minute, so
yeah,
you can hold for a little
but
bit.
I think we're more likely to get something useful if she's doing her own thing in her room than if she's at dinner performing. Like if she's a spy, she's going to be performing at dinner. This is Leo rather than Nerin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope, very fair. Okay.
I also agree. I think as well if we probe it, she'll know it was Atri. But if Atri's invisible,
the invisible man.
Yeah.
Marcia also mentioned that Anlos is usually one of the first to dinner if we want to do anything about that, which I think we should.
Okay. If we just
we still have most of the afternoon, but after we've done with this, I think it would be worth discussing what we want to do about him.
Yeah. I reckon we try this first, and if we come up with
I
nothing
agree.
for him.
All right.
So drag with Atri.
Cool. Yeah, and I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
As like, I mean, I guess only 2 people. Actually, yeah, Cacula will say that. Like, I really don't think it's a good idea for more than 2 people, Atri and someone else, to approach the house while this is happening.
Kitto?
Yeah, you're gonna grab Kitto. Like Kitto is hiding in the trees, guys.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I was just assuming he was still there.
I was gonna say you can message Kitto.
I'll message Kitto and know that we're meeting and
we're having this little like planning session. It just cuts back to Kitto like da 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 da.
No, we can say that Hathor messaged Kitto, so Kitto, you were there for this planning.
He's here. Yeah, she didn't seem to be doing anything like she was running away. I won't lie, I couldn't remotely get a read on what she was feeling.
That's all right. Hopefully we will soon.
But she didn't run immediately. I'm happy to go back.
Kitto is the stealthiest. Do you want to go with Kitto, Atri?
I have to be within 30 feet.
Yeah. That's spell dependent, right? I know Pass Without a Trace would be at least a bit. I don't actually know the spell. But you would have to be close.
Well,
but
I can go then, I guess.
Wild shape into a spider and hide in your pocket, Kitto.
Or I can make you both invisible.
Well, I mean, there's no use in me going as well, right? I don't know what I add as
high stealth bonus.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant because the GC check is on both of them. It's not a group check. It doesn't make any difference.
I think Spider Cacula is the best idea. Because Spider Cacula then doesn't have to worry.
Spider Cacula would still have to roll a stealth check, but has better stats. So
and also he's a spider. It's the forest. Even if she sees him, what's she gonna do? Be like, oh no, a spider.
Yeah, then she has to roll an insight check to realize that you're not just a normal spider.
But that would be a pretty high DC, right?
Yeah, then it's another layer.
Spotting a spider isn't a spider from 30 feet away.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like the
spider has a white freckle on it. Hang on a second.
Yeah, it's like quite a difficult thing. She would have to then make like something like a DC 17 insight check to realize that you weren't, a spider and actually were a druid. Like it would be a lot harder.
It's doing the washing up, just suddenly turns he's a spider.
Yeah, no, it's not unfeasible that she could think that, but it would be a super high check. It would not be an easy check. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll cast invisibility on Atri then.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna cast trace.
Okay,
cool. Into a spider.
Okay,
crawl into Kitto's pocket. Peek.
Why are you in Kitto's pocket? Kitto's not going.
Kitto's not going.
No, it's only Atri.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I didn't do that then. I crawled onto. Well, in that case, I'll give Atri a little pre-warning then that I'm gonna turn into a spider and crawl into his pocket. Please do not be alarmed.
I mean, he has seen you wild shape before, just not into a spider.
But there's something different about seeing your friend wild shape and seeing your friend wild shape into a spider that then crawls all over you.
Yeah, he appreciates the warning, but also it doesn't seem he's not bothered. He has the ability to polymorph. It's fine. He doesn't care. He will sneak. Okay, let's see Atri's roll bonuses. They are bad. Atri.
And at advantage.
But it's
possibly go wrong.
What could possibly go wrong? I mean, Atri's +1 dex bonus.
My stealth is +1 too. We're gonna be okay.
Okay, well, you also need to roll, Cacula. Yes, 22 though.
Yeah, 22.
That's
exactly.
the +1 stealth from Atri. It's not his strong suit.
On 25 from Cacula.
25.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. She rolled an 8 on perception. It's fine. So she doesn't notice either of you. Atri is now going to cast Detect Thoughts. Okay. Did you tell him to push?
No.
Okay. He's not pushing, so nothing happens. He'll come back.
Okay.
We can always go back again if he got something promising.
He's gonna run out of Detect Thoughts though. He's not got an infinite number of spell slots. And he's also been casting today to protect people, so his spell slots are slightly down.
I think fuck it.
But he comes back over after literally a minute and taps Hathor on the shoulder. You can drop it now.
Did you get anything?
Not anything of interest. I waited, did surface skimming. Worry about the black mark, but not oh, I'm worried I must tell the black mark, much more oh, the black mark, that's a problem. And then worry about a friend of hers, Rasmar, and then another friend of hers, Anlos, and that was it. That was all I got.
Right.
And then general I must write down this piece of information, and I will have to do the washing up. It was not exciting. That's the only things of note in a minute. Not a very long spell.
No.
You told me not to push, so I didn't.
No,
I could only get really what she was thinking about at that time.
I know. If we just don't want you to get in trouble in case she passes that check.
You do realize that I am more powerful than you?
Yeah, I know, but we're asking this as a favor. I don't want to be...
It's a principle of the thing.
Mm-hmm. As you wish.
Also, that is noteworthy. We've been told that we have information that Anlos might be suspicious, so
she's friends with Anlos.
It's nothing concrete, but
would you be willing to try again and try and push it?
I've only got 1 second left.
It's up to you.
Do you need that for anything else today?
Well, I've been trying to cast detect thoughts on everybody who walks in case they're, not you guys, and want to kill us.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
You push, regardless of what you gain, she knows.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. She'll know that I've pushed then.
Yeah.
She doesn't know it.
I'll come out of his pocket and stop being a spider, and say, if we are going to push it all, I think it would be best that we do it in a public place. It's much easier then to play it off as I've been doing that to everyone, because you have. If you happen to be one of the people who's coming to dinner, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't try and detect thoughts.
Okay. Would you be
I can try that.
Doing that on her in a public place later today?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I can do that, but it's only a minute and I can't tell you whether or not I'll get anything of use.
That's all right. And
okay.
We'll talk to you about it later. It might be that we get further leads and we can give you something a bit more useful.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I disturbed you with my little spider legs.
I can become a spider should I desire to. It's not a problem.
Oh, perfect.
Polymorph.
I can't.
No, but I could make you a spider if you'd like. For an hour. Not that I'm using those kind of high-level spells. I'm busy. But yes, I have the ability.
I was about to be like, you don't want to be suggesting these things to Nerin. Nerin will definitely make you do it.
Astrid's like,
maybe
wait a second,
another
I'm meant to be
time.
protecting my spells. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Astrid, very much.
I can learn it, Hathor. It's a useful spell.
Okay. It's a little hard.
I think I could possibly teach you it. It would take a while.
I don't have any paper and ink with me.
No, me neither. Sorry. Not out here. Not any need for it. Okay. Right. I'm gonna.
We'll see you at dinner.
Gonna go back.
All right.
Yeah, I'll see you at dinner.
We'll come get you if we need anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
He heads off. Okay. What are you guys doing?
We definitely need to talk to Anlos.
Yeah. Do you want to wait for dinner when we know who's going to be there?
I think so. But the fact that she's connected to the person that Kisvia
her friend thinks is suspicious.
Yes, because Rasmar is a little suspicious, but if they're a friendship group, it would make sense. And Rasmar has a dangerous job. It's not unreasonable for her to be worried about them. But Anlos doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Kisvia didn't mention him in the circle of friends that they had, and of course Metkla can have other friends, but it's suspicious.
It's either a very weird coincidence or something we need to follow up.
I agree.
Also, there was a thought, maybe I'm thinking too much, but there was a thought about needing to write important information down, which could be nothing, but it could also be significant, because why would you need to write important information down when you're just living here? What would you need to write down? How often do you need to write things down? I never write things down, ever.
Love a to-do list, but
that's not really an important thing, though, is it?
Yeah.
It's not like I need to write this important thing down, but I need to chop up a carrot.
You'd be surprised, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It is
added all together, it doesn't make a reassuring picture.
Shall I go and help out with cooking and see if I can spot a halfling?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
How do we start this conversation? Do we want to talk to him? It didn't go very well with Metkla.
I don't think I should suggest anything. I'm not
Try again.
I think if anyone's going to be talking, it should be Kitto.
Yes.
Or me, but only in the sense of I talk about nonsense. and hope that he says something suspicious.
Yeah,
but no one should go in there talking seriously unless it's Kitto.
I can deliver things. I'm less good at. Anyone got any ideas?
I don't know. You could get in line behind him. How good are you at pickpocketing?
Not bad.
This is a very, very dumb idea. Like
Oh,
an
that's all.
Love
incredible
those.
idea. If you pickpocket him and then pretend that he dropped it and pick it up and hand it back to him, that's a way to start a conversation.
It is, but
It's
it's risky. I'm still attached to the owl idea.
Oh, yes, the owl could work.
I don't think it's really not bad.
You could fly cheese at him, and then I could also be behind the line, and then that could start a conversation about
And
owls.
You'd be like,
and
please get down here.
he is one of the people who was in the group we emancipated. We do have reason to talk to him.
Yeah.
He's a halfling. I could ask if he's my dad.
No.
I'm not sure if that
No,
would...
I think that's a brilliant idea.
You've already met your dad, though.
I feel like that might be a conversation finisher.
Oh boy.
I'm happy just to try and talk to him about, how life is going. You're right, we did emancipate him. So I'm happy to.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the idea of like cheese is like floating about, can't get near him, and Kit was like, cheese, come on. And the guy's like, what? And like Kit was like, no, I really like cheese. I'm craving some cheese.
I'm really hoping there's cheese.
Yeah, that is how I tend to order food.
I think that might be the best idea, Kitto. If you just strike up a normal conversation. We're very good at overcomplicating things for ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
We can always bring in the owl as a second plan. But yeah, okay. I'll try and just have a conversation with him. A normal, regular conversation with him.
A normal, oh look, we're in the line together. How have you been doing? How's your life?
Exactly.
Could ask him what here is usually good. What
Do you come here often?
Oh God!
We're like,
why do I let
Kitto,
you guys? Like,
hey,
okay, I'm
What
never.
about, like,
you know when you learn a lot.
You eat a lot. Are you sure you're a halfling?
We're like, hey,
Eating a lot.
we're like, hey, when you learn lots of stuff about someone, first date, Kitto, you just ask him out.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Dad?
What are you doing? Where are you going? What are
What
your
time
plans?
is it? What time?
About
None of us
4
know.
p.m.
Okay,
There's a fucking owl floating about behind.
because they said that Amos was one of the first people to turn up to dinner. Kitto's gonna just like chill around the area, maybe play this little violin.
Yes.
Vibe
Okay.
in the weather, whatever the weather's like, and wait
It's
for
quite
him to
nice.
turn up, and then he's gonna like strike a conversation up with him. That's what
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll help with dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should find a spot that's like a patch of grass or a table, if there are tables, that's
There are
within.
not tables.
There are not tables. A patch of grass, to sit and pretend we're just waiting around in. That's within 30 feet of the little kiosk bit.
Yeah, you can do that. You can sit like slightly off to the left within 30 foot. Yeah.
Atri with you then?
Yeah. Are you taking Atri with you?
No. When Atri comes to join for dinner,
Right,
I
yeah.
just wave them
Okay.
over.
That's very fair. Got it. Okay. So at about 5 p.m. there is the beginnings of food. Like then the first few people arrive. And yeah, at about 5:15, 5:20-ish, which I'm giving exact times for Hathor's benefit, because Hathor knows this. You see a halfling, kind of, like fairly rugged looking ginger, a little bit older than you guys, but definitely not old enough to be Nerin's father, like maybe 28. kind of vibe.
Rule that out.
Also, my father's a tiefling.
Yeah, also your father's a tiefling. Damaged to one ear is like completely torn through, and yeah, has is wearing a short sleeved tunic and has a fair number of pretty vicious scars up and down their arms.
1 sec, just before Kitto heads off to go and join him in the queue, or if he already has, I'll like message and just go manacles.
Yes, you can see he does have manacles, manacle marks. Yes, he does.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kitto will approach him and go and stand behind him.
He just like stands in the queue. It's only a little queue right now, so he's not got very long.
Excuse me, sorry. Were you the peak skipper, right?
Yeah. You assisted. Hi. Sorry, I don't think we spoke very much. I'm still getting used to everything.
Yeah, I can only imagine. It's Kitto, by the way. I didn't catch your name either.
And Loss.
Nice to talk to you. Finally, how have you been finding it here?
It's a lot more open. He's like rubbing at the manacle marks on his wrists, kind of nervously. It's new and exciting and different, I guess.
A bit of a shock, I imagine.
Yeah.
I can give 1 insight roll if you want, but I would also like to know whether this seems genuine.
Yeah, go for it. Roll insight.
17.
Okay, give me a second. Let me check something.
I really should have at least proficiency in insight, but I don't.
Something. Okay. Yeah. You can also roll insight, Nerin. Yes.
It's not going to take away from Kitto, is it? It's just a separate thing.
No, you can both roll insight. Where's my modifier on this guy? There it is. Oh, I forgot.
Sad.
Oh yeah. What did you get?
I know nothing.
Okay. He's difficult to read, actually. He's quite charming, like a little bit, like a flustered. His like flustered nature is quite charming and a little bit off-putting. He's quite difficult to read.
Right. Okay. Have you settled in okay? Have you made friends?
Yeah. I've made a few friends. Talking to a few people. There's another halfling who's really nice. Her name's Virin. She's wonderful. I'm talking to her a bit, and a few other people. Just trying to know people. It's all very new. I wasn't. I hadn't been in the mining dell for very long. I'd been chipped out by my master, who needed to sell me for a bit more money. It really wasn't. I was not very good out there.
Yeah. So, do you want to because you said we don't have very long.
Yeah.
Are we at the? Because Kitto will offer to sit with him and eat if he wants to
He will accept that.
Okay.
In response, Nerin, it's kind of irrelevant, race-wise, but it's less likely that there would be halflings in the place you freed them from because it was very physical labor.
Okay, cool.
So it's unlikely there would be halflings because it's a lot of manual labor, but
yeah,
sometimes needs must.
We freed him, Hathor. So
have you asked him? I don't know.
No, I'm just sort of
spitballing.
Well,
spitballing.
Now I want to ask that, but I don't know if that's now metagaming off of Astrid's ideas.
That's metagaming off of Astrid, yes. How far are the rest of you?
From
you're like 30
ask him about it.
Yeah, you're like 30 foot away, aren't you? Right. Luther roll perception.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Changeling.
No. Those scars are incredibly familiar because you have similar ones. They're self-inflicted wounds. And they're self-inflicted in the way of turn a blade, stab a blade, fight with a blade.
He's a blood hunter.
We've got a blood hunter.
Yeah. And Luther, you're a blood hunter. You know what those look. You've worked with blood hunters a lot. You know what those kind of wounds look like. They look like that.
We've got a blood hunter. Do you want me to trip him up?
To me?
Yeah.
Because Hathor will be like, they're pretty rare. Go up and talk to him. It's a conversation starter.
Okay, if you insist.
Hey, you're a blood hunter, right?
Oh no, literally, I'm gonna go up to him, show him the scars, and go snap.
He freezes.
Insight?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I also insight from afar?
Yep. Oh wait, no, that gives. Yeah, okay.
Luther's all excited, like,
Oh,
another blood hunter!
16.
And this dude's like, shit.
Oh no, I've got him. I know I've got him.
What'd you get? No. For you, Kitto?
I rolled a natural one. Again.
Okay, Lucy, you can also roll insight.
I'm either rolling really competently or
really incompetently, yeah. I mean, all of you are Hathor and Cacula are both within eyesight, so you can also roll insight.
Yes, everyone.
Everyone can, like, insight, as I say, is a check that you can all roll. Is Niimi here? I can't see.
She's muted and got her video on.
Yeah.
Cacula with us.
He was going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
But I presume the Cacula will. Oh, there we are. There we are.
What am I doing?
We need insight
insight
on this highly suspicious blood hunter slave.
Nope.
Ooh, okay.
None of you managed to roll
and we're all failing.
Insight check yet. He didn't roll that high, but he has an incredibly high deception.
Roll 20 is just not on our side today. Okay, be good.
Yeah!
That is a good enough insight. Yeah. You watch as Luther, like, Hathor's like, Luther realizes he's a blood hunter and goes, he's a blood hunter. And you watch as Luther gets up and, like, pulls off his sleeves and is like, snap. And you watch as his
That's
face
exactly what I said.
goes. And the rest of you are like, wow, he seems surprised by this. Like, you know, Luther's a bit weird. He seems genuinely shocked by somebody just walking up to him and yelling snap in his face. Cacula, that is panic. That is, oh fuck, I'm rumbled.
Get after it. Get after it.
Is he around?
I'm sat next to you.
Okay, I'll lean over to Hathor and say, that is blind panic. I think getting after it would be appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
He clears his throat and says, I'm sorry? Snap? I'm not sure what you mean.
It's because like blood hunter, right? It's the same scars.
Because my friend Luther.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, lovely to meet you. I'm not sure I understand. I'm not a blood hunter.
Then mind you act surprised when I showed you scars. This is a slave camp. Everyone's got scars.
You're surprising. You walked up to me and yelled snap in my face. I'm not sure what that's not particularly worrying.
There's a quiet cough from behind you, Hathor.
Mm-hmm. Is it Atru?
No, it's Mekla. And she says, really, I really hope we hadn't have had to do this now. And she casts a wall of fire.
Oh,
and I need everybody to roll initiative.
I was about to be messaging Atru, like...
I don't know, we fucking got him.
Yeah, you did, but unfortunately, they both have some beneficial things that they can do, which means that they can stay in touch.
24.
Initiative for Mekla. Oh, bad initiative for Mekla. What's Anlis's initiative? Oh, wait, he has disadvantage on that because he did this.
Sucks.
Nah, because he's a mutant. Oh, well, you got 12 on both. So, let us move to the map.
Oh, I was like, we're banging our head against walls. What are we looking for here? I can't find shit.
You were doing very, very well. Can you place yourselves in the top right corner, please?
No.
It should.
I can if I remember which direction right is.
If only you said like, oh.
There you go, Luther. Come out with
right
that.
spot.
Oh, is that me? Am I there?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Everybody has a map now.
This map is fucking huge.
Yeah, this is
It is a real big map.
Remind me, sorry, which corner are we going in?
top right.
Top right.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Okay, where are you at?
That's towards the chat, Niimi.
Oh, these trees, they're casting such big, scary shadows.
They're not
Ooh.
trees, they're buildings.
I got him. I got him in the end.
Am I in the
Okay,
right
that makes
place?
Hathor and Luther are in the right place.
Oh dear.
Wait,
So if you're not with Hathor and Luther,
I was just next to them. Sorry.
okay.
I was in the house next to them.
I was imagining us sitting like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the kitchen.
You know what? We'll have that one. Have some
Yes,
sound.
You can be inside the building, I guess.
Was I inside the building?
You can. Yes, you are inside the building.
I was like at the door though, because I was
Where's
still
my
inside
enemies?
this is my remix.
Oh yeah.
This is your remix, as requested and
let's
lost.
fucking go.
In bot.
And Mekla. This is the remix of the Pursuit theme from Apollo Justice. Because it's good and it goes the fuck
now
off.
we're in pursuit.
Fucking go.
You are. Okay, good. Is everybody in position? Everybody there?
Yeah, I'd be closer to him because she went up to him and snapped, so.
You did, yes, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my roll 20 is super fucky tonight, so I'm gonna have to basically roll everything physically, I'm afraid.
No worries.
Because like you guys move like 5 seconds after you've actually done anything, it's really annoying. But Mekla cast Wall of Fire. I'm just trying to check the spell. There it is. 60 foot long. So that's that there. She can get everyone in that. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Am I in the right place for being in the kitchen but also able to see?
Yes, you are. Yeah, I do need
Just
everybody
making
to
sure
make me
I've
a
understood
dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
Success.
Come on,
Success.
Hathor.
Success.
16.
Hathor
Success.
fails.
Hathor
No.
fails with an 11. Okay, so that's 5d8 fire damage. Which is 26. So everybody takes half of that of 13, and Hathor, you take 26.
Yeah.
13. Okay.
To draw a line here. Oh, that's not a line.
Woohoo! Is that right? Hang on. Yeah. Oh boy.
That's the wall of fire. Oh fuck, I didn't even put an initiative order in. Why am I like this? Because I'm a fool.
No, it's because
You're
you're
busy.
Yeah.
Doing like 10 things at the same time.
Yes.
My roll 20 really does not want to play with me.
You are banned from calling yourself a fool.
Okay, fine. Nerin and Cacula, please remember you are resistant to fire damage.
Oh,
Your tieflings.
nice. Thanks.
Just
Do
putting
I
that
get
out
that
there.
though? Because I'm also
Is it
half
in your-
elf, and
is
I
it in
picked
your
half
notes?
elf. No,
Is it in your notes? Then you're not.
because I actually have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep, and
Okay,
I only need 4
then
hours
you
of
are not.
rest.
Then you are not.
I'm
It should
trying
be
to
in your
work
notes if
out
you are.
because I know I have some of each.
Thank you.
Yeah,
for
you have some of each.
the
I
reminder,
don't know
though.
which ones you have.
We are level 6, right?
You are level 6, yes.
Okay. I must have dreamt to be leveled up.
You level up at the end of this arc. That means you have to get to the end of the arc.
Cool.
Luther, bad initiative for Luther.
Yeah, not great.
It's okay, it wasn't a natural 1, was it? 13 for Cacula. And put Mekla on there too for me. Yep, she got a 4. Okay, cool. Descending. All right, so top of the round. Kitto, you're up.
Kitto is gonna grab the sending stone, and be like, SOS, canteen, secure ship, fight started. Don't let Frost Lion move, though.
That is going to take your action, but
Yeah,
yes, you have contacted Farlin. You actually don't really get much of a response. You just get kind of a panicked fuck, and that's it. So
that's very fair.
You
And
don't actually get a response.
I have my movement to come around here because I'm a good teammate now. That's
Yes. Nerin, you're up.
Yes, sorry, I was trying to work out whether or not I had it, but I don't. I'm gonna go over to this one. No, I've gone into the building accidentally.
Yeah, you can
I'm
come
gonna go finish
in front.
dinner.
I'm next to her, but not in the wall of fire. But unfortunately,
Yeah, I'll say you can press yourself up against the building.
yeah, because I'm small.
Yeah, you are small.
And I'm gonna punch her.
Go for it. Roll to attack.
That is a 24.
That's definitely going to hit you.
And that does 5 bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to see if I can stunning strike.
Go for it. Excellent. That's con save, yes?
Yes.
What's
I don't think it's
con?
very
Oh,
high.
she is con.
But
she rolled an 8, so she is stunned.
Yes. Well, then I'm going to keep punching her.
Go for it.
Are you in the fire?
Pardon?
No, they've moved away.
Okay.
I'm against the building because I'm small, but it just looks like I'm in the fire because I can't do anything else.
That's fine.
That is a 22 to hit.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
And another 5 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
And then bonus action. That's a 15 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Do I have advantage on these because she's stunned?
You do because she's stunned, yes.
That will hit. That's 17 plus stuff.
Yes, that will hit.
That is a 7 bludgeoning damage. And then one more with my flurry, which is a 20 non-natural.
That will hit, yeah, roll damage.
Another 6 bludgeoning damage.
Fabulous. Brilliant. Cool. Okay. Does that end your turn, Nerin?
Yes. Provided I'm out of the fire.
Can I take a free action to speak to Hathor?
Yeah.
Please feel free to say. No. Okay. I'll see, like, as Hathor begins reacting, starts his turn, I'll just say, we can't let Rasma get away.
You don't see Rasma. You haven't seen Rasma. You don't know what Rasma looks like. There are lots of Goliaths here. This is a fair point. I'm just pointing out that you've not met Rasma and you don't know who she is.
Valid. Okay. I will amend that to, we can't let Rasma get away. Contact Martha? Mafia? I keep calling her Martha.
Mafia.
Why did you say that name?
Okay.
I thought it was your turn.
Yep.
You don't have to do that. I just wanted to suggest.
I'm just thinking now. I don't think I've got any spells for a bonus action.
You can't cast multiple spells in a round anyway. Unless you're casting a cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I was checking.
Message is only 120 foot.
And she's not within that.
Doubt it. Her building is up and in from here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll get up and move.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm trying to wherever out of the fire is. One. I think that's most of my movement.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will cast Sending to Mafia and say, whatever their names are. Astrid can't remember.
And Mekla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anlos and Mekla attacked us. Fight at kitchen area. Fight at kitchen area. What is it? Rasma is helping them. We think.
Yeah.
Don't know where they are. Please stop her escaping.
Okay. You get the response of, try and stop them. I will deal with this. And that's it. You don't even get the 25 words.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cacula, you're up.
Hello. I am taking... I'm a sensible little druid. I'm going to take the chalice.
Okay. Chalice is up.
And then I think that's everything I can do, basically.
Are you staying stood in the wall of fire?
No, that's what I was thinking of. I'm not going to do that. I am instead going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
30.
Okay. Cool. That will bring us to Anlos. As a bonus action, he will set his sword on lightning. This is the regrets of making this kind of character. 3, that's fine. Cool, great. Okay, and then as a main action, he's going to stab Luther. Because he can. Does he get multiple attacks?
Bloodhunter violence.
Yeah, Bloodhunter and Bloodhunter violence. That's the way it be. What's his?
Also, everyone loves to stab Luther.
Yeah.
Not with a 10. He's not going to stab Luther. He'll try
Luther.
again. With a 16.
Nope.
AC 17, is it not?
Yep.
Okay, that will end Anlos's turn because I don't think he's going to bother trying to move. I don't think he's got the ability to. No, I don't think he has. It's got a lot of things. Too many things. I regret making this character a lot.
I hate to love him. Wait, love to hate him.
Yeah, Luther.
Because of the anxious, I'm going to amplify that. 3 damage, not bad.
Okay.
And I think he's going to get a charm person, yeah. Need that with he has disadvantage on this.
It's disadvantage on the wisdom saving throw. Yep, that's fair. You check. There's things that aren't up. Yep, cool. That doesn't do anything for me. Where's my wisdom saves? There they are. That's not what I asked for. Go away. Roll 20. Be useful to me. Wrong one. Who's you told? He fails.
Fails. See, Bloodhunters, remember me from the old Bloodhunting days, right?
He just sort of stops and blinks. Yeah. Yeah. Mekla stunned. She can't do anything. Top of the round. Kitto.
Kitto is going to
You have advantage on Mekla.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about necrotic shroud, but we'll leave that for now. I will go for a stab, because of my blood rage.
On Anlos.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
A 21 to hit, but yes.
That will hit. Roll damage.
That's 1d4 necrotic. Sorry, I've not got these dice.
Oh, that should have been a base roll.
What should have
Doesn't
been?
really matter.
Huh?
No, go on.
Okay.
Charm person.
That is a 2 necrotic damage, if that matters. Does it matter?
It does not. No, he's not resistant.
And oh god, what's my bonus? I can't. I think it's +4.
It should be, yeah, it's your dex.
Okay, yeah, cool. And 22 other damage, so 24 total.
Shit. Okay, I mean,
roll.
one downside, there is a thing that says in Charm Person, if you harm the creature, it is no longer charmed.
Don't do that.
You stabbed him, he's no longer charmed. However, he should have had no advantage. He should have had a flat roll on that because he was in combat with you, so it would have been that. So anyway, he is no longer charmed.
Apologies.
But he did just take a shit ton of damage, so that's the upside.
Apologies.
It's fine.
Nerin, you are up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep punching Mekla.
Okay, Mekla is no longer stunned because it's the start of your turn.
Is. It's until the end of my turn.
I like. She is. Go for it.
Yeah. So my first one hits with a 25.
Definitely hits.
That's 4 damage.
Nice.
My second one, 16.
Will not hit. No, will hit. That's her AC.
Cool. That's 6 damage.
Yep.
And then I'm doing my bonus action. I'm gonna try and stunning strike again.
Go for it.
I should have done that on the last one while I was hitting. Anyway, that's 21, and I'm to hit, and I'm gonna try and stunning strike.
Constitution saving throw. 13. So I think she makes a save.
Yes.
Okay.
8 plus 3 is 12. No, 11 plus. Sorry. Yes, she makes it.
Okay.
And then damage for that is another 4.
Yep.
And then bonus action again, hit again. Which won't hit. It's a 15.
No, won't hit. Sorry.
Cool.
Okay. She is no longer stunned. Hathor, you're up.
I'm gonna cast a chromatic orb at. I was gonna say, where's she going?
Sorry, I couldn't take the thing off because she was too close to the edge of the map.
It's like, why is she getting close to me? Go away.
No, it's fine. It's fine. She's not. I'm just trying to take the condition effect off.
I'm gonna send a chromatic orb at her.
Yeah, roll to attack.
Second level, because why the fuck not?
Roll to attack. What are you using? Damage type.
I am going to use cold.
Cool. Go for it. 23 will hit. Yes. Roll damage.
Yeah. I don't think she's resistant to colds. I guess. So sure.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. That's a fair amount of damage. 1 second. Cool.
Back.
Yep. Okay. Nice.
Back the fuck up.
Okay. Cacula, you're up.
Okay. I am going to cast Moonbeam. Here. So the one corner gets Mekla.
Got it.
Would that like create UMT?
No,
It's a
irrelevant.
con save.
Okay. I might think of a different thing.
Moonbeam affects shifters, but it doesn't affect somebody just wearing a thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair. It's the wording is blah,
she
blah,
has
blah,
magical
blah, 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 blah. A shape changer makes it
She has
saving throw with
magical
disadvantage if it fails,
resistance.
also instantly converts.
Does. Yeah, she has magical resistance
Well,
to this,
that's
so
good
she
to know.
has advantage on the saving throw.
I'll just stick it in the chat for safety.
Fails.
She
'cause that's a
definitely
9.
does. Let me roll the 2d10.
She an abjuration wizard?
Nope.
Oh wait, sorry. I meant to say I cast at a 3rd level. Can we retcon that?
No, because you already said you were going to roll 2d10.
That's fair. That's very
You already
fair.
gave me the damage.
Yeah, that's fair. 9.
Yeah, if a shape changer. She's not a shape changer. She's just using a magical item.
He's just a liar.
Yeah, she's just wearing a magical item. She's not a shape changer. Okay. I will end your turn. And Loss's turn. What does he like to do? You know what? He's gonna down a potion and suddenly get much better at things.
Feels like cheating.
Yeah, I'll increase his dex to that.
It's like in Pokemon when
some blood hunters. Yeah, celery time. Mutant blood hunters. They are motherfuckers. I remember them well.
It's not like he's dead.
No, just Mikawai played a mutant blood hunter throughout all of the things, and it was just like, this is really celery time. And then he's gonna stab Kitto. He's gonna miss. Jesus Christ, my rolls are bad on roll 20. You know what, I'm gonna roll that in person because fucking hell, my rolls on roll 20 are bad today. Look, there's the natural 17. That's gonna hit you.
Fine. I suppose it does. Can I uncanny dodge?
I suppose.
Yes, you can.
To be fair, roll 20 hasn't been very cooperative with any of us.
Okay.
No, this is true. 9 plus that is 13. 15 halved to 8. No, 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah, you round down.
I never know if it rounds up or down, but
it rounds down for damage. Yeah. That's his turn. Lucy, you're up.
Okay. We are going to do blood curse on one of them. Oh, 5. Okay.
Up goes the sword.
Yep. And 1. Nope. That ain't gonna do it, is it?
No. Sorry.
And 2. 21?
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, my roll 20 is being super low. Super slow.
Cool.
So
we'll make this the blood. Am I allowed to make this the blood cursed one?
Yeah, that'll make your middle one the blood.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cursed one. Okay. No worries. Okay, yep, that's cool.
I don't trust my rolls today, so I'd rather get the damage off.
That's fine. Absolutely fine. Go for it. 15 also is not going to hit unless he's got high AC.
There we go. It was worth doing it.
Blood hunters. Oh, yeah. I forgot how high his AC is. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Mekla. She's going to move out of the range of this. She'll take the attack opportunity from you.
Okay, I'll do that then. 17. Yes.
That is going to hit her. Roll damage.
That is a whole 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's pretty good damage.
Yay.
Yeah,
full damage. Thanks.
She is starting to look rough because she's not got a lot of hit points. She is, in fact, a sorcerer.
That's why I thought she might have low con.
Unfortunately, they get con.
Yeah, so
I thought she did magic. I was like, no, wizard.
She does, but that does mean she has high con. She's gonna drop Wall of Fire because it's not of much use to her at this point. And instead, she's going to cast. Yeah, what does she want? What does she want to do? Let me do some maths.
It's the side
Surrender. It's time for Kitto to say fuck off, I think.
No, Jake, did you roll advantage?
Me.
Jake.
Jake.
Me? No, I don't. Oh wait, I was a flanking, wasn't I?
I'm gonna say that because of his abilities as a blood hunter, you can't flank on him.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to get sneak
advantage
attack
the other
off.
time. Sorry.
Okay, well, it's fine. I'll let you have that one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You'll still get sneak attack though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, she can't do that. So she's not going to do that. Instead, she's going to cast Witch Bolt at you, Hathor.
Okay.
She's going to upcast it. She's going to cast it at you. So that isn't roll the fucking spell. Okay, don't roll the spell. I'll roll the spell. Roll 20.
I was going to say, what am I rolling?
I'm meant to be rolling. 15 plus 7 is going to hit you.
Yeah.
She's going to upcast that to level 2, so that's 2d12. Nice. 12 lightning damage to you. Actually, you know what? She's going to do that. So that was her bonus action. So as a main action, she's going to cast Firebolt at Cacula.
Rude.
16 to hit Cacula.
I believe that does hit. Yep, that's my AC.
You take 11 fire damage.
That's fair, but it's nice it's not 14 anymore.
Her rune on the side of her head starts to glow.
Ooh.
She's a rune child sorcerer because they're the best sorcery class. That will end her turn and bring us to the top of the round and get it.
Going to go for another stab on him.
Go for it.
Not advantage. A 21.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Yes, that was me checking my math.
He's also not looking super hot because you can do a lot of damage very quickly, and blood hunters don't have that many hit points.
That's very fair. 21.
He's really not looking hot. Okay.
Good.
End your turn.
Yeah, end turn.
Nerin, you're up.
I'm gonna run over. Stand in front of her. So if she wants to run away, she is either gonna have to go into a tree or into the moonbeam.
Okay.
Or into my range.
Or into Cacula's range.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Anyway, giving her not many options, and then punch her.
Excellent.
That's how we make friends. That's a 16.
That's gonna hit. That's her AC.
That is 6 damage.
Nice.
Second one is a more natural 19 plus stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
That's 8 damage.
Nice.
Bonus is not going to hit. Key is going to hit.
Okay.
I know her AC. I'm not bothering to tell you.
Yeah.
That's 9 damage on the last one.
Nice. Okay, that will bring us to Hathor.
Oh,
by the way, Cacula, Hathor looks like he's about to topple over.
Cute. I was going to ask.
Hathor's on 2 hit points. Wizards who were unprepared for combat and didn't have mage armor cast on them.
Everything that's tried to hit me has been like, I failed a dex save and the other one was like a 22. So it wouldn't have helped much if I had.
No, this is true. Yeah, she did roll pretty well on the witch bolt.
She's not looking good and he's not looking very good, but I don't want to hit him because I'll kill him and I'd rather he was unconscious, not dead.
She's looking way worse than he is.
She's looking way worse than he is.
Yeah, she's a sorcerer. She's got less hit points than he has, even with the high con mod.
With something like magic missile, can I do one?
It wouldn't. He's not. Yeah, you could do all 4, and it wouldn't kill him. They're not at that level yet. They're bad. They're bloodied, but they're not like on their last legs.
Okay, that's fine. I might do a chromatic orb at him then, just for the fun of it.
Roll to attack.
Well, I won't hit him.
Nope. Not with a natural 1. No. Cacula, you're up.
Okay.
Sorry, I know we're going a little bit late. There's just like one thing I want to do post this combat.
No, 'tis very okay. Okay, I am gonna perhaps ill-advisedly come over here. Just straight up whack her. Just give her a little whack.
Go for it. That's gonna miss.
Non-lethal.
It's gonna miss.
Okay, well, it's definitely non-lethal then, isn't it? To be fair.
Okay.
And then, shockingly, I am gonna cast Healing Word.
Go for it. Yeah.
Absolutely, like, never before seen.
Yeah, never before seen. Healing Word.
At Hathor.
Yay.
And then I am also going to give my D8 to Hathor. It's a D8, right? Yeah, it's a D8.
It is a D8 plus half your druid level.
And we're at 6, so that's another 6, so 12 total. Please stop dying.
It's all right.
That will bring us to Anlos, who's going to turn around and growl at Luther and cast Blood Curse of the Marks on him. 2 can play at that game. And he's going to amplify it for a little bit of fun. Ow. So he has advantage on this attack. Rapier attack. At advantage, please roll 20. 25,
Yeah,
I think may hit you though.
That'll do it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 13 piercing damage plus 6 lightning damage.
Okay. 19.
Plus 7 lightning damage. Yep.
Okay, how much total then? Sorry.
20 total.
Okay, that's easier than. Okay, that's not great.
And then he's going to hit you again. He hasn't got advantage on this one though.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking bad.
But that is a crit.
I'm probably going to be down with this.
Plus that, plus
I'm down.
4d6 lightning damage, which is a lot, but you're down, so it's kind of irrelevant at that point. Interestingly enough, as a reaction, he's going to do the one thing that I've never managed to get off as Infernus, and do Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet. And he's going to drag Luther's body and throw him at Kitto.
Okay. Wow.
Because he can do that. He's going to take damage for that. Ow, he's going to take 5 damage for doing that. I need you to make me an attack roll, please, Luther. What did you roll?
I got an 18.
18.
Okay, plus 3, 21 to hit. So roll damage.
Yep, 6.
Okay.
Do you want me
You
to do
take
the blood
6
curse?
damage.
I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah, actually, roll the blood curse.
Yeah, sorry.
Because he's a blood hunter, he would have known.
Yeah. Okay, 10 damage altogether.
You take 10 damage. You can still uncanny dodge that though.
10 additional damage.
No, 10
No. Total
Damage
overall.
total. That's okay. I think I'll just take it out of like sheer surprise.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's literally like you guys watch him turn and spin and drive his blade straight. It's a rapier. He drives it straight through Luther's chest, and Luther sags and goes limp. And then as Luther goes limp, he flicks his hand, and Luther moves as though completely like the blood in Luther's body is controlled, and swipes out at Kitto, and then just hits the floor. Luther, I need you to make me a death saving throw.
Okay.
It's his turn. Okay. Well,
Fail.
that's a fail.
Yeah.
Every day Luther dies.
Every day Luther takes a saving throw. It's now Mekla's turn.
One of these days.
She's just going to use her action to electrocute Hathor, actually.
Nice.
She's going to do another sorcery point. And she's going to do Quicken Spell again. So she's down to 6 sorcery points. No, sorry, she's down to 4 sorcery points, and she's got 4 charged runes. But she's going to do, as a bonus action, she's going to do Shocking Grasp on Nerin. Natural 20.
Ooh, sad.
Ow, that's a lot of damage.
Sad. Okay, that's
I'm sorry.
26 is my math,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
26 damage. And Hathor, you take
Why is Hathor taking damage?
because
Shocking
she
Grasp.
did Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Witch Bolt permanently does damage unless she drops concentration on it. It's a brilliant
Okay.
spell for a sorcerer. Hathor, you take another 12.
Okay.
She rolled 2 6s again. Kitto, you're up.
Kitto is going to, for flavor, could he still have like caught Luther
Oh yeah, I'll say you can catch Luther.
and a healing hand
Says-
him?
Oh. Yes.
Thank you.
Healing
We're gonna
hands.
go
Yeah.
fuck her and stab me.
No, so that's 6 hit points for you.
Thank you.
Luther, you are
All I
conscious
can
on
do.
6 hit points. Nerin, you're up.
Yes. Is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an action.
I'm gonna punch this
Go for it.
person. Make them stop witch bolting my friend, please.
Yep.
That will hit.
Roll damage.
That is 5 damage.
She's
if I
going to
think
use
it's-
Glyph of Aegis.
What does that do?
It means that she took no damage from that particular one.
Okay, cool. I'm not trying to kill her, by the way. I'm trying to make
Okay.
her unconscious.
You can punch her non-lethally.
Yes.
It's fine.
Is she a rune child? Is that what they're
She's a
called?
rune child sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yes.
The second one hits, and it's
Yep.
4 damage.
Ow. Yep. She's really bad.
The third one doesn't hit, and final key for the fourth one hits and does 6 damage.
She's really fucked up. She's like on single figures.
Yeah,
Hathor,
so am I.
you're up.
Yeah. Okay.
So is Hathor.
I can't do non-lethal spell damage, can I?
No, not really. It depends on the spell, but not really.
Luther's looking fucked up.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna try and hit Anlos again with you know what, I'm gonna do a scorching ray.
Go for it. Roll it.
Just yeah.
That will hit. Just yep. Okay.
I'll get him with the second one.
That will also hit. Yep. He's really rough.
Good.
You've got a third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more.
I'm rolling it.
That will also hit. Roll damage. Hathor, how do you want to do this?
Yeah. Okay. He's down and out. I kind of just want to clock him with the first 2 and just kind of catch him with the last one.
It's fire damage. You're not going to non-lethally burn him to death. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cold flame.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know what to hit him with here.
You can't non-lethally burn him to death. Cacula, you're up.
Okay, I'm hoping I can non-lethally whack her unconscious.
You can non-lethally whack her unconscious. Yes.
And that it will actually work.
Go for it.
I will go for it when Roll20 also decides to work. Okay, yay! There we go.
Yay.
Boom! Nope.
That's not going to hit.
Why do I always get 14? And then, yeah, again, shockingly, I am going to Healing Word Luther at 3rd level.
Thank you.
Go for it. Hathor's also still fucked up, so just so you're aware.
I thought about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Luther, that's yours.
10, 11, 12.
Thank you.
Sorry, that wasn't a like, yeah, shut up, DM. I know what I'm doing. It was a like, haha, I have a plan.
Aha, I have a plan. Yes, no, I understand.
6.
Is that
That's
for
9
is that for
total
Hathor?
for Hathor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That brings us to Luther. You are alive in Kitto's arms, dramatically.
Thank you.
Romance.
Yeah. Romance.
Like,
The peak of romance.
Yep.
Yep, I stab you, and then next thing you know.
Next thing you know, you're saving my life. Yep.
I'm easy. What can I say?
Okay.
Can I throw my sword at her, like non-lethally?
I mean, you can hit her with the pommel of your sword. And
Yeah, but
yes, technically you can throw her sword at her, but like, if you throw your sword at her and it misses badly, I'm gonna say you're gonna hit Nerin and Cacula. They're too close. You're not good at throwing things.
okay, what if I moved?
You can just move and hit her. That is a possibility too.
Can
Quite a
I?
distance.
Oh no, it's in my range. I thought it was.
Yeah, you can get to there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that
Excuse me,
far.
lily pad.
Yeah. This is not enough of it. Like, it's a small pond. It's not deep enough for any issues.
Okay, non-lethally this time. Just
Go
come
for it.
up
Roll
the sword.
roll to attack. And tell me, because my
Roll.
roll 20 is just completely gone.
Yep,
Fine.
miss.
Miss.
Okay,
Second attack.
26.
6.
hits.
8.
Roll damage.
8.
She's unconscious. She's up.
Yay.
Unconscious or dead?
She's out cold. Yeah, you whacked her around the back of the head, right?
Yep.
And
Clunk.
as she hits the ground, thunk, there is a yell, and I need everybody to roll me a perception check, please.
21.
Okay.
19.
21.
Okay. Okay.
26.
Okay.
Well-
Hathor. Everybody except Hathor, who is busy a little bit bleeding, hears a sound behind you, which is like a low rumbling, and you turn back, and the peak skipper is going.
Oh.
And then you notice that there are 2 elementals flying from the peak skipper directly at you.
Those are the ones in
And
the
that's
engine
where
now,
we'll
right?
pick up. Yeah, but they have a backup engine. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
We tried so hard to get the peak skipper to be secured.
Yeah.
Sigh.
But unfortunately, you told the person who was betraying the peak skipper to secure it.
I was right!
What the fuck?
Yep.
Fallen.
There we go.
And that's where we'll leave for this week.
Okay.
And I'll see you on Tuesday to deal with this.
Yay!
That's not too long.
Yeah.
It's not long at all, yeah.
Yay.
It's a good, yeah, I'm hyped. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
On what?
You found Anlos and Metka way faster than I thought you would, so that's pretty good.
Really, I thought we were doing terrible.
No,
Yeah,
you did really well.
I feel like that's always the way with the D&D like investigation or like a D&D thing where you have to think about it really hard. I always feel like it's going awfully, like we are doing terribly, we're getting nowhere, and then
Admittedly,
it's like,
they
you were doing really well and now you've discovered what the thing is, and I'm like, wow.
They had really good rolls. So she was a Runechild sorcerer, which just gives her a crazy deception. Oh yeah, it just gives her a crazy deception